don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up locally and globally, events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table, but if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in. I ain't been on camera in a long time. But how y'all doing, everybody? Happy Friday Night Live. Did we go live last Friday? No, last Friday we were on Miss Sislow's backup channel. We was on Trash Talk Alley 22. So make sure y'all support that channel too. That's Miss Sislow's backup channel. We was over there last Friday night because I couldn't go live. Well, I couldn't host my own show because I had to decorate cakes for a funeral that was that coming Saturday. So for my y'all know I didn't tell the story already. But anyway, so we went over on Trash Talk Alley 22, and she did the little Friday night live show for us, and we had a blast. So again, make sure you support Sislow's backup channel. Now, who all in here? Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video. Please and thank you very much. Very much. Thank you. Please like, share, and support $ the hood table 402. Now, who is this in the chat talking about they finna go growl? Oh, okay, that's right. You do have to be up at what, 3 or something like that. You gotta be at work at 3 in the morning or something like that. I am off this weekend, child, but guess what? I done signed my life away next week. I am working on President's Day, 8 hours. You know, getting that holiday pay, that overtime pay, that double time and a half, whatever they call it. And I signed up for working overtime the rest of the week as well. So it's gonna be another long week, another long days at the job, grinding away. Yes, you do get up at, yeah, I know it was 2 or 3 or something like that every morning. Ooh-wee. That's girl. I don't know if you have to be at work by like 4 or something, or you just drive far or got a long distance to drive or whatnot, but still that ouch. Yeah. That 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I'm rolling over, face deep in the pillow, drooling. Or dreaming about something real nice and But anyway, y'all, welcome to Friday Night Live. Now, of course, Friday Night Live, y'all know how it goes. Matter of fact, let me drop the link. I was up here. I actually was supposed to go live at 9, but I went live like a few minutes ago. The reason why I didn't go live at 9 was because I was listening to Brianna dragging the shit out of Phi Babe. I was like, whoa, child. I was getting my whole entire life over there in Brianna's chat, and I didn't want to leave. I was like, oh my God, my show's supposed to start at 9. And I know when Phi Babe goes live, if she ain't live already, she gonna be dragging Brie back. Hey, Trash Talk Alley, what's up? Jump on the link, boo. I was just telling people to make sure they go subscribe to your channel. I was literally just telling people we had so much fun over there last week and telling people to subscribe to your channel. But yes, I just dropped the link, y'all, for the if you want to jump up on here. For the people who are new to the hood table or to Friday Night Live, the way it goes down on Fridays is no topics off limit. We can discuss everything from the hood to the White House and beyond. Yes, beyond. We can also discuss YouTube streets, YouTube beefs, YouTube drama. We can discuss anything on here that you guys like. On Friday Night Live, no topics off limit, no holds barred. And what's up, boo?
Hey girl,
How you doing?
I'm all right. I've been on YouTube all day. I have a headache. I've just been looking at
Girl,
people's lives.
who you been watching? Did you catch 5
I don't watch them hoes. I don't know
Oh,
nobody in the beef sector. I
oh,
don't.
I mean,
I
I
didn't.
didn't mean that. You know
I
what?
didn't
I'm
hear.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean Babe. I meant Brianna. Brianna was dragging
No,
the shit
I
out
don't.
of
I
Babe.
don't. I don't know none of the people. I just hear their names, and
Mm-hmm.
if somebody drop a link and say go subscribe to this person or go watch, I'll do that. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, all that gives me
Well,
a
who you
headache.
be watching it? And welcome to the panel, Miss Sislo. How you doing?
I was
Hey,
um
hey.
I was
Oh,
watching
we got some
Yusuf.
feedback, Miss Sislo, so I gotta mute you. Go ahead,
I
go
was
ahead, sir.
watching Yusuf's lives earlier,
Oh
and
yeah, he
after
was
his live,
interviewing that chick from Tanya
oh Lord,
Sotomayor. Please tell
and
me
then
about it because I ain't had it. I just literally found out that from watching Brianna that he had did a he was doing a video and she was talking about how he was interviewing a lady and he only had 40 people in the chat. So then he
I,
made a
I
shout
sent
out.
it to you.
Miss Sislo, I got mute you. It's bad feedback.
okay, what?
But yeah, she has sent all her peoples over there, in his chat for the interview. So tell me about it. Like, what's the rundown?
Okay, basically, I don't know how they met, whether it was on YouTube, Instagram, don't know, don't care.
Well, I
She
think
met
you said they were like what do you call them girls? What do you call the people on Twitter who you can pay to watch certain content from them?
OnlyFans.
Something like that, and that they were allegedly like call women or things like that. But keep going, keep going.
I don't know. She said something about a podcast. She was supposed to been do a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and from her doing that podcast, it turned into an invitation to do some OnlyFans content.
Right, right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
long story short, her and a friend get flew out.
Mm-hmm.
She said she didn't like his energy. It was weird, blah, blah, blah. She
Mm-hmm.
slept on the couch. The friend slept. The friend had sex with him.
Oh, so
And
they
the
actually
next day,
went to his crib?
she went to his house, not a
Now,
hotel,
who does that? You don't know what could happen to you in somebody's house.
a hoe.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. See, now you out here flexing like you the baddest of the bitches. You knew you didn't like this man. You knew you didn't like his content, but yet you go to his house under the guise of doing the podcast, OnlyFans content, whatever. But if she didn't like this man, you would have had to put me in a hotel. Period. I wouldn't have come to your house.
I wouldn't have met him, period, if I didn't like him nor his content. And I don't.
Moving on. So the next day, she does do the podcast, not the OnlyFans podcast, but a different type of podcast. And she requests to go home. He flies her home. Then we end up on the Fresh and Fit show. What happens in between? Don't know, don't care. But on the Fresh and Fit show, she asks him why he does the content that he does. Why do you talk about black women the way you do? This man answered her question not once, not twice, maybe 3 times. I
Mm-hmm.
talk about it because I want to. He said, y'all got enough people praising y'all, calling y'all goddesses and queens. That's not what y'all need to hear. I'm gonna tell you the shit you don't want to hear. That's what I talk about. If you don't like it, don't watch it. He
Mm-hmm.
said it several times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I unfollowed you. Good. You unfollow me. Moving on. They talking. I never heard him call her multiple bitches. I never heard nothing sexual. I didn't hear any of that.
Mm-hmm.
He said something that triggered her, and it was something that wasn't privy to nobody at the table but her.
Mm-hmm.
She the one started calling niggas, hitting her hands all aggressive. standing up. When she stood up, that's when he got aggressive back. I ain't finna let this nigga try to play me. He was like, ain't nobody playing you, stupid bitch. That's how I got started.
Okay. So
but she felt like he was taking digs.
Like, did she explain why she was getting really aggressive? Because, like you said, she knew who he was before she got flued out and even came to stay at his house. Like, I don't get that part, but anyway, they there, and they do the little podcast and whatnot.
She got out of her body because the debate wasn't going in her favor. The opinion in the room wasn't in her favor. And so she redirected the traffic. She wanted then expose him. And in exposing him, she exposed herself looking like a damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody know how Tommy was. Tommy is Tommy. Don't nobody really pay that man no attention. Don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't expose him. What you did was expose yourself. You jumped your low class ass on the flight to fuck on a man that is probably old enough to be your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Claim his dick stank and all that stuff, but you ain't get how you know? How you know, sis? How you know he smell? How close was you to know that man had a smell on him?
So you don't think her girlfriend who slept with him told her that he smelled like he got the clap?
That's not her girlfriend anymore.
What?
She say they friends, but it was some text messages between the girl and Tommy where the girl was saying how the shy girl treated her bad and all that stuff. So the girl talked about the shy girl behind her back too. It's messy, but it was a clout chase situation.
Mm-hmm.
Her and the girlfriend went there to go viral. Mm-hmm. And she absolutely did. Now she playing the dark-skinned black woman victim, which that wasn't premise. It was a booty call gone wrong. She in her feelings, he in his feelings. Like, I hate that they pushing this protect black women like I'm the victim. I was standing my ground. No, the fuck you wasn't.
Well, I myself, when I saw the video, I thought she was wrong to throw that microphone at him, because had he pummeled her ass after she did that, then she'd be up at the courthouse talking about he hit me.
She say she didn't throw the mic. She say she didn't physically touch him at all.
So what was that? There was no physical altercation. She's saying that she didn't throw the mic.
She's saying now that she did not throw the mic. She had it in her hand the whole time because she was still trying to get her point across, which was nothing at all because she was saying nothing.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch the video again. Now
I'm hearing him in the background saying, "Hit me again, bitch." So I'm thinking some kind of contact was made, but it all happened so fast.
Yeah, I think she hit him. Why would he say "hit me again, bitch" if she didn't hit him? Especially if they know they on camera. There's a lot of witnesses there. Why would he say "hit me again" if she didn't hit him?
And everybody's saying
really fast, but you know.
Everybody's saying he was antagonizing her. No. She asked the man a question. He answered it once. Like, I get aggravated too if you keep on asking me the same thing and I'm telling you the same fucking answer and you're not comprehending. You can't. This girl can't even pronounce words like ignorant or Portuguese. Like, sis, who you up there talking about you representing? Because you're not representing my blackness.
Right.
I did it. I stood up for all the black women because we tired of being disrespectful. Sis, you disrespectful.
You got fooled out there to y'all having sex with a man that y'all only know from social media. Y'all stayed in a stranger's house, basically. Then you signed up for some OnlyFans type of shit, but you representing the black women.
But let me tell you something. Tommy don't do no different than what black women do to black women every day. We work to each other than any man could ever be. So you cannot bring an argument to me about protecting black women from black men when we don't protect ourselves from each other.
Hell, our black men
don't want to hear that shit.
Ourselves from each other. It's a whole, if you ask me. Like I keep seeing the post saying, why don't Black Lives Matter to Black people? It ain't just women, it's men as a whole too. Why they up there bashing the
That's
black
what I'm
women and all
saying.
that?
Black
They don't
women,
bashing all them deadbeat baby daddies out there.
black
All these
women bash
girls out
black
here
women
too.
every day. We bash each other every day. We hating on each other every day. Black women, this black woman to black woman, not even involving a black man. So until you fix the problem within yourself and within the sister community, you can't expect the black man to fix something you ain't fixing yourself.
Well, me
Stop
personally,
that
I don't worry
bullshit,
about
bro.
nothing Tommy Sotomayor say about anybody because he does not represent me, or anything he talk about doesn't represent me. So that's why I don't pay Tommy no mind. Do I like what he has to say most of the time? No, because that's the only people he go in on. That's the only people, the only sector that he goes in on. But me personally, I don't watch him. If I don't like somebody and I don't like what they represent, I won't watch. I'm definitely not getting flued across the world or across the country to go to his house and sleep on his Did you say she slept on the couch?
She slept on the couch.
So you
I
get
said, damn, he don't have a second bedroom.
And don't he got a big ass house?
I said, he ain't have another bedroom, a guest bedroom.
From what I heard, he got a really big, nice house. So I don't even understand why you would get flued across the country to sleep on somebody's couch. I wish the fuck I would. I won't even fly to a friend's house and sleep on their couch unless I'm just po ass broke and I'm there because I have to be there in that city. But I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch. I'm gonna take my ass to a hotel.
But they was on Yusuf's live telling her she was a strong, beautiful black queen and that they honor her and that they stand behind her. I'm like, y'all not advocating for violence, right? Because had it been the other way around, had he jumped up and popped her in her shit,
right,
he would be in jail.
Right. And he be dragged all over the internet. And my sister said, like New Possibility said, only a fool would go on that food show. So therefore, I don't feel sorry for anyone who would go on that food show. I don't feel sorry for anyone that goes to stay with anybody. Like, you just don't do that. Like, I'm not saying Tommy Sotomayor would do something like illegal or, you know what I mean, to a female or nothing like that. But you don't know him. That's any man. You just don't fly and get flued out. And even if you are clout chasing, stay at a hotel, meet in public places.
But even him, how ignorant you got to be to fly randoms to where you reside.
It ain't the first time. You remember that time when the big old story that was trending some time ago? This ain't the first time he done flew ladies out to his house.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. When I say I literally don't watch celebrity news or know of anybody on YouTube, I mean it. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Child, I was like, I watched the video several times, and it did look like she popped his ass, but maybe she said she didn't because she don't want to incriminate herself. Just like
she already incriminated herself. She forgot after the video first ended. It was a video after the fight. It was a video after that, kind of like backstage where she was popping off. Yeah, nigga, he could suck my dick. Yeah, I did that, and now I'll do it again. I might be drunk. Blah blah blah. She was going ham.
Now I know she go back to his house that night, right?
No, I don't think so.
She probably had all her shit there. He probably threw all that shit out on the lawn.
But the thing is, this incident, the Fresh and Fit podcast happened even after he flew her out and she went back home.
Okay. Okay. So
but now
I'm reading it
now
back.
She got her little 1,000. They got her up to 1,000 followers on Instagram. I have no clue what the fuck her content gonna be about, because right now she known as the girl that got into it with Tommy Sotomayor. I don't want to see her travel. I don't want to see her eat. I don't want to see her talk about no cheap ass clothes.
Hold up, you said that the podcast happened before she was flued out?
No, after.
Oh.
After.
So after she went back home?
Yeah, she had gone back home. This podcast happened after the fact. That's why she was like, he talk about black bitches, but you flew a bad bitch like me out. You was trying to fuck on a black bitch
Oh,
like me. Yeah.
okay. I get it now. It's becoming really clear. Miss Sislo, you good on the feedback now? You can chime in whenever you want. Yes, still feedback. Honey, what is you doing back there?
But my thing is, she is not a victim. I'm not finna act like she a victim. Both of them was acting ignorant.
So
I can't
are
even
you
talk
saying
now.
because everybody in Yusuf's chat was acting like she a victim or something?
I'm telling you that chat was biased as hell. Ain't
Really?
nothing wrong with it. If you want in support of what she was saying, if you weren't supportive of her, they weren't really trying to hear what you were saying. I didn't say nothing. I'm staying in the background talking my shit in the
But what
chat.
about
I wasn't gonna
Yusuf?
jump on the link.
Was Yusuf being biased?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
See, I literally just found out about the show because when I got off of work today after working a little overtime, I took me a whole nap because I knew I was coming live, and I've been doing a lot of hours for the last goddamn 2 months. It seemed like. So I took a nap. And then when I woke up, I saw Bree was live, and she was congratulating him on scoring that interview with that chick.
She been doing interviews for the last 48 hours. There's nothing exclusive about her running her mouth. But she been telling this story about how she was triggered and how he sat there and called her all kind of cum buckets and bitches. No, he did not. Not in that particular interview. He did not. He didn't.
Wow.
He said something about my daddy being dead probably in the heat of the moment after all the licks and all the cusses, all that shit had been going on in the back. You can't play victim when you were clearly the aggressor.
Well, that's just like in any situation. I mean, I didn't got into disagreements before with guys before, and a guy might have said something, disrespecting women, woo woo woo. That still don't give you a right to go upside their head because the niggas that I know, see, Tom, he could have been like, just not that nigga. Or he could have been like, we on a show. I'm being recorded. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to hit this bitch. And people catch me. It could have been one of those things. He could have wanted to strike her back. But, he could have been like, hey, I'm a man.
Oh, he definitely tried.
And please don't let it the cameras. That bitch would have got, I'm not saying she would have got dog stonk and monkey walk, but he probably would have slapped the dog shit out of her. The niggas that I know. Him their ass in the corner.
Anybody in the street, most likely anybody in the street.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, when he was sitting down and she stood up over him, you ain't finna stand up over me. I don't care who you are. That's a threatening posture when you stand up over me.
And that's why I always said with that shit that happened with Jay Dunn when she went to the show, and I'm seeing all these people standing over her and shit because they was trying to intimidate her or wanted to fight her, and she just sat there. I was like, I would have took them bitches by their legs, their heads would have busted on the floor, and we would have been on and popping. Like that's the worst thing you can do is stand above somebody like they a child or something, and you just sitting there like, nah, fuck that shit. I don't care if you're behind me, on the side of me, in front of me, above me. Don't try to intimidate me and don't pop off to me because we will be. There will be some furniture moving up in that bitch, and
everybody knows Tommy
is in the streets. Shit.
Everybody knows Tommy is ignorant, and from what I've heard, the Fresh and Fit podcast is colorist. So, as a Black woman, you cannot present yourself in the presence of colorist men and say you represent me. I wouldn't have even given my energy to that platform. And I definitely wouldn't have flew out to no damn Tommy's house.
Hell no. Hell no.
And nobody knew in the public's eye that you flew out to that man's house until you jumped up and you made it known that he flew you out.
But that shit was funny though when she said that's why your dick stink. Go boy, I was hollering. I was
I mean, but
hollering.
but that's a general go to when they can't say nothing else. They gonna talk about you. Okay, but how
Mm-mm.
do you know? You say you wasn't
Because
comfortable in the house?
her homegirl was messing with him. That's how she
No,
knew.
no,
That's how she knew.
no.
Now, if they as cool as I don't know, they you saying they was friends, now they ain't friends or something. I don't know. But
I
I know
heard that they not friends, but she said that they are.
well, me and my homegirls, we didn't have situations sometimes we was like that nigga, his breath stank, or that nigga can't fuck, or that
No,
nigga, you know.
she
But
said she said she smelled it through his clothes.
I don't know about all that now, unless she was
That's
doing
what she
something.
said.
Maybe it was a two. Maybe they both was messing with his ass. Maybe he had a threesome with. We don't know.
But okay, now mind you, you remember when she flew to the house? They did a podcast. They did a podcast the next day, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was only. It wasn't only fans related. And I heard that podcast, she had her titties all on Tommy's head.
Hmm. Hey
The
Tony,
same girl.
and hey sister. I'm sorry I didn't speak to. And hey vibrant Lowell. Did I miss anybody else? Joanna, Tia. I thought I said hi, but maybe I didn't. But
But
yeah.
what they did was flipped it. Now it's become a dark skin versus light skin issue. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Now she feel like all the girls there was against her and everybody wanted to turn against her. You made yourself look foolish.
How
If
many
you watch
girls
that
were
video,
there?
no, I'm talking about the day of the podcast, like the girls,
Oh,
the
okay.
people sitting around them. If you watch that video and she keep repeating the question, everybody at the table looking like, God damn. Everybody looking at each other like shit.
Oh wow. Well, I
I
saw
mean,
the
wasn't
video.
nobody rocking with her.
I didn't watch the whole podcast. I just literally watched the height of the podcast when the shit hit the fan. But I still I don't
Did I
condone
send you the
women
video?
laying hands on men, and I don't condone men laying hands on women unless it's in self defense. And yes, a man can touch a woman in self defense because some women, shit, they be
Did
trying
I
to
send you the video?
throw them balls, be trying to cut you, stab you, hit you with a large ass frying pan.
I know I sent you that video, like the 15-minute video from when the first conversation first started.
Oh, see, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I did because there was so many videos posted, and maybe I thought that you was sending me the same thing that I was seeing everywhere, which was just basically the.
Mm-mm. Look at the I put it in your I sent it to your IG. It's like 15 minutes and it's the actual conversation from the beginning to the end of the fight.
Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. But I'm surprised so many people is being biased. You know, maybe it's because so many people just hate Tommy.
Yeah, it is. Now, had it not been Tommy, I think it would have been a whole different opinion.
Yeah.
But because it was Tommy, it was a whole different opinion.
Yeah. Hey Mario Echoes, what's up? How you doing, boo? We just on here. You know it's Friday Night Live. Hey Mario, I'll send you the link. I'm gonna send it in your inbox right now.
She can't go on a talk show and talk to Michael Strahan and Michael Strahan say something she don't like and she pop him upside the head. They'll want her ghetto ass thrown in jail.
She better not hit my Michael.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
So if you
tag me in, Mike.
If you're gonna be politically correct, be politically correct. Keep your hands to yourself, man, woman, or child. Because if you hit me, I'm knocking your dome loose. I don't care who you are.
Let's see. I think this is the link you sent me. Tommy Sotomayor assaulted by Shay from Fresh and Fit because he chose her friend over her. Oh no, you sent me another one. Tommy Sotomayor is it the full fight one?
The full fight.
Okay, that's the one I'm about to send to Mario. All right, Mario, check your Facebook inbox. Yeah, that's the homeboy from my city, from my town.
But I can't. It's the praising of her actions for me. Like y'all really reveling in the violence that she. I mean, it was violence.
Yeah. And thank you,
And this the same
Tony Dimples.
these the same type of bras that want to yell "Me Too" or protect black women. It can't. No, no,
Can't go
no.
both ways.
It can't.
Mm-hmm. And again, thank you, Tony Dimple. She said, "I'm excited for your new house purchase. I will send you a housewarming gift." Thank you, sweetheart. And while you saying that, thank you to those who I got stuff around the house that people didn't purchase from my Amazon housewarming wish list that I'll be posting every now and then on my social media. So thank you to my mom and my godmom. And I hope you guys don't be confused because a lot of people know my mom passed away like 7 years ago. But then there's someone who always comes in the chat that I call my mom, or I'll be talking about my mom, my mom, my mom. And I was watching a video I did last week when my mom was in the chat. And I was telling that church story. Remember we was talking about that church story, Southern, about, being raised up. And I kept saying when my mom was alive, and then I'm in the chat talking about, hey, mom, look at my mom giving us a side eyes. That's my godmom, the one that I speak of in the living. That's my godmother.
Okay.
So I know I was watching that. I said, I know I was throwing people off because they talking about how this bitch talking about her mama dead. And she up here talking about mom. So yeah, the mom in the chat, matter of fact, she sent us a topic that she wants us to talk about. But I think I might talk about that on an individual show instead of throwing it up in Friday Night Live. But yeah, that's my godmom. So but a lot of people know that it's lies that her mama did, whatever. But you know how it is on social media. People run with something real quick. But yeah, so anytime you see the name Creola in the chat, that is my godmother.
And I don't know if he's suing her.
Huh?
I don't know if he's suing her. I heard he did go forward with some type of charges.
What?
I'm not sure. But this dumb broad says she's going to use the stand your ground defense because she felt threatened.
Was they in Florida? Where was they at? Was they in a stand your ground state?
But I don't know. But how did she feel threatened as the aggressor? She said because he had started calling her bitches, there was a verbal assault and she felt like she had to defend herself.
And I heard somebody say that they could file a what's the charge that you file? It deals with racism though. If somebody says something wrong to you or they make a racial what did they say?
A hate crime?
Yeah, they said they could file a hate crime. I'm like, are you kidding me? That is not a hate crime.
I'm trying to see
people arguing. How you figure that's a hate crime? And if she any kind of wounds or split his face or any kind of bruises or something, yeah, I would charge. I would definitely press charges.
I'm trying to figure out where the stand your ground come from. That just took me completely out.
Because you weren't being assaulted. You were not. He might have been cussing at you. Y'all might have been arguing.
And she was like, I'm glad I've got favor and loyalty because I got people in the DA and he's not going to be able to do anything to me. What? You got people in the DA really that's going to help you with your case as if it wouldn't be a conflict of interest. Girl, who you think you talking to?
She's playing in people's faces right now because no matter which way you look at this, you put your hands or you hit somebody with an object who might have been going back and forth with you in a heated discussion, but that's no reason. Now, okay, if we was growing up in the streets, you know how it is. We were talking about this on somebody's chat the other day. I think Deanna's like, before a bitch can even get the word bitch out. You know what I mean? But we older now. We in our 40s. We in our 50s. We in our 30s. We in our, as a whole grown person, you just can't put your hands on people like that.
Right. But I'm surprised he went that long because she was very antagonistic. She didn't like the answer she was getting, so she kept on asking the same dumbass question. But I just want to know why you say the same thing of black women all the time. Okay, so what's your question? Well, I just want to know why you always talking about black women and black women hair and black women this. Okay, I answered the question. What's your question? Well, I just want to know, like, girl, shut the fuck up. Please don't ask me no more. And then she was rude to the hoes. The whole they tried to play like some background with you. She was like, cut that off. I'm trying to talk. Like, girl.
Hey, Can, you back?
Hey, is that better?
Much better.
Girl, I had to restart anyway. Change devices, restart computer.
Sure, in the background.
And then my grandson back here snoring like he just got off of work.
Them babies be getting tired. They be using a lot of energy.
He been up all day. Well, we slept late, but he been up all day, baby. So he is out.
Well, what do you think about this, Tommy? So I don't even know if you watched the video or if you seen
I sent it to you yesterday.
See, I was telling Southern, I said I've been seeing this video everywhere.
I'm talking about the whole conversation, the whole fight.
No, I didn't see the whole
I think what had happened was
I got the whole thing.
But I think what happened was I seen your first one, and I don't think I saw the second one because as far as IG, I'm not always on IG. I don't get the notifications or nothing. I literally just go over there randomly and check my messages. So the only notifications I really get is YouTube and Facebook.
I wish you could play it, but it's just that it can't. I got it from somebody else.
Nope,
that's what I'm saying. I got it from somebody else.
I don't play with playing other people's YouTube videos because people be on some fuck shit. Or you say
it's actually everybody's YouTube video. It wasn't.
I still don't play that shit. I see people all the time getting strikes on their channels all the time. Somebody be in a mood, they just go around striking people video for playing. And that's the thing, like, okay, like there's a video that I had played, right? And it didn't even belong to a specific person. The video was posted on Facebook by the person who created it. I get a notification that somebody is claiming copyright to the video that wasn't even the person. And it's like, okay, then you got to fight back and forth with YouTube and try to prove that it's really not that person's shit. But people do it all the time. And that's when I just delete the whole damn video. Like once you get a monetized channel, that shit just happens.
Yeah, I got a copyright on my videos, and I talk about children. Like, who watches my videos and put a copyright on my video? I only got 99 subscribers. Like, what person watching my videos about the death of children then copyrighted one of my videos? That's crazy.
Just haters. Just hate. Like for example, I did 2 interviews with a local artist here, and to promote their album, we played like a couple of songs on each interview. And at that time, they owned like all the rights and stuff to their shit. But then since then, they signed on, with bigger companies. So I got copyright strikes on those videos. And I'm like, but I was interviewing your artist. But it don't matter. Once that shit is copyrighted with a company or a record label or something like that, it don't matter. You can interview they artists all day long, be promoting and pushing their album for sales, and then they come back and hit you with a copyright, and they want the money proceeds from your commercials on your YouTube video. So I told the artist, I said, I'm just gonna delete the whole video because although I am a humongous fan of y'all, we've been knowing each other since high school, came up together and all that shit. That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Right. I'm like, really? That's just like Edward. Okay, that's like Edward. Y'all know Edward, the guy who went through the abuse from the age of 5 till he was 16 by his mom and uncle. Mm-hmm. And the night that he had his book released, he had like 55 sales just from my interview alone. We was pushing his book. That'd be like somebody coming back to me, and I done made him like $500 to $1,000 on my show, and they come back and they want all the proceeds from my show every time a commercial runs. That ain't right. So hey, Miss Hall, what's going on, love? How you doing? Miss Hall, did you send me something? Miss Hall, did you send me something? Because everybody who has sent me a housewarming gift from my Amazon wish list, they like hit me up somehow and tell me that they sent it, or they tell me that something was delivered. And I remember one day you had asked me for the link, and then like the very next day I got some gifts, like 3 items in the mail for my wish list.
He is
And I'm
such a
like,
sweetheart.
it didn't say who it was from. And I'm like, I wonder if that was Miss Hall, because I want to thank her. Even though I'm doing a grand unboxing after we move into the house, I'm gonna have all the shit set up, and I'm gonna open each package, and show what I received and stuff, and thank the people who supported me. But I'm like, who sent me this? That was you. I knew it, but I didn't want to assume. And then it really be somebody else, and they feel like, that's messed up. They thank somebody else for something I did. Thank you. I opened it up and I showed my son. He was like, why it gotta be pink? Why it gotta be pink? Because I'm not gonna say what it is, because again, I'm gonna do an unboxing next month when we move. But it's basically like some tools that I can use around the house. Homeowner, I gotta fix shit, and
You just said you weren't gonna tell.
Like, I didn't tell exactly what it was. It could be anything. It could be anything. But it was pink, and one of them was camouflage pink, and my son was like, what? Why it gotta be pink? I ain't messing around with no pink stuff. I was like, you ain't got to. You only got like another 2 years to live with me anyway. Bye.
Pull my cyber nephew out.
Thank you, Miss Hall. I loved it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, it's so cute. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Miss Hall is such a sweetheart.
She is. She really
and
is.
I want to thank you also. I've been looking for you to tell you thank you. I got your gift, and I appreciate it.
Awesome. I was I sent several people gifts last month. No, that wasn't even last month. It was like a few weeks ago. Miss Hall, matter of fact, Miss Hall, you need to send me a picture of you wearing your gift, okay? Wearing that merchandise, all right? Because I done seen you, and you got a nice little body. You got a nice little body, so I'm gonna need to see you in those pants, okay? Those leggings.
I saw some of your merch that I'm definitely gonna get. Oh, you gotta send me that what I asked you for, so I can
send me what? Send you what?
The logo.
Girl, I keep my
yeah,
so much be going on. It's just inbox me or IG me, because I be forgetting about stuff. Miss Hall said you're welcome, sister.
I love her. She's such a sweetie, and she's just just sweet, just a sweetheart.
Tasha may be in hot water again for the recent interview or the live she posted that was talking about John, the dude from the fucking Fugees. I can't even talk. She did an interview with some guy who's supposed to been expose him. I don't know what it was because I didn't watch it. But yeah. They talking about that now because the people in Haiti or wherever he's from is up in arms about the interview.
So somebody in the interview was alleging that Wyclef does something, and don't tell me Tasha was sitting there co-signing or being biased again.
I
didn't watch it, but they not happy about the interview.
Yeah, they love Wyclef.
Her channel. Let me see.
They love some Wyclef Jean.
Oh, here it is. Exclusive Wyclef Jean and adult star Heather Hunter accused of luring young boys in the industry. What?
Mm-hmm.
And that was an hour and a half video. It got 169,000 views. That Tasha.
So basically, she basically allegedly calling him a pedophile, some type of pedophile.
And then she just did a different exclusive. Trey Songz, Chris Brown sued for $20 million. 5 victims. Attorney Ariel Mitchell tells all. She always do like the smuggiest stuff on her channel, but I guess that's why she got a lot of followers.
And a lot of money to pay.
Yeah, I mean, you would think you would learn your lesson, and then she turns around and say, "We got freedom of speech." The freedom of speech.
She ain't gonna stop till foster kids be saying changing her baby soggy diapers.
She ain't
She
gonna
ain't
stop
gonna
till
stop.
she can't afford. She ain't gonna stop till she can't even afford to buy the cheapest wine at the dollar store.
Oh, she ain't even drinking wine no more. She drinking Henny tequila.
She
Oh
It's
drinking,
rough
Lord.
over.
she drinking
It's rough
Cuba.
over there.
She drinking Cuba.
Cuba. It's
Uh,
rough.
Oh, they had me
what's her name,
rolling.
girl? What's her name? What's Tasha K
Cuba.
name?
Wait,
Bartholomew.
Tasha. Oh, wait a minute. It's Tasha Transrinter. You gotta say Transrinter.
That treat Rita thing.
Terrence, Timothy Madison, Tucker, Tristan, T'Challa the Black Antler, Thomas, and Tomas, Tabusi, T-Bone, Kibi.
I
Cuba.
love it.
You forgot that Cuba.
It's like I
Kibi.
can
I
say it,
live
but
for that
it's the way
Cuba.
that you say it. It's just the way that you say it that gives me life. I'm like
It's T'Challa the Black Antler for me.
Thomas and Tomas.
Thomas and Tomas. Bitch, you German and English, both men.
Oh,
I'm
oh
gonna have to
God.
get you a job just naming new babies.
It just gives me so much life. It really does. Oh my God.
Oh, you ain't hear about the woman that had the babies during the pandemic, and she named them babies. It was something of like Rona, and she named them babies after the motherfucking pandemic. I was done.
No way. No
Yes,
way.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. No way. I'm not naming my children after something that's taken thousands of lives.
Girl. These
Mm-mm.
people that used to, this lady that lived next door to me, she named all of her kids names of alcohol. Alizé,
Moet.
Martini,
Champagne.
Cisco.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
mean, all of them, they all had names of alcohol. Seriously. And the one of them, girl, the Martini one, she used to have it like have a hots for my husband. My
I
ex.
see and that's them the black women come and talk about right there, bitch. I'll beat you down.
She had the hots for my husband, girl. And she used to let me tell you what they used to do.
She said she had the hots for your husband.
She had the hots for my husband, girl.
She gonna be over there trying to buy your husband like that woman was trying to buy Deanna's.
Oh, that was so
Girl,
funny. What's that lady name? Rhonda. She said, let your husband come out and I'll pay you, Deanna. That shit was so funny.
but look, girl, this helpful. This helper used to, okay, they live next door.
Mm-mm.
And so it got to the point to where, their mom had got a new little truck or whatever.
Huh?
And so everybody had their own little vehicles or whatever. So they were too lazy to get up and move the cars around. And I live next door. So what she would do is drive across their grass.
What?
Literally,
The
she
nerve.
drove across her grass and come out my driveway.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally drive across their grass. And when they on the other side of their grass, it was my driveway. So they would drive across their front yard and come out my driveway. And one morning I was bagging off for work. She trying to hurry up and beat me and almost hit me while I was bagging up. I was like, heifer. And I couldn't stand when they did. I was like, you got one more time to almost hit my truck. That just ghetto, just super. I couldn't stand
Okay,
it.
don't let me see you on Fear Thy Neighbor.
Man.
Girl, listen, you won't see me on nothing anyway, because one, she don't live there no more, and two, neither do I.
Man, that's all I'm gonna say, man.
Oh,
Boy.
but did you know? I forgot to mention that the girl on the podcast ain't have no drawers on. So she fighting and all her coochie and titties popping out.
What?
Yeah, she ain't have no drawers on. But
It's cold out here.
Girl, people don't wear underwear.
sitting up there looking like a big ass busted footed blunt. Girl, and that damn wedding wave and leather ass wig ain't nothing about nothing.
Wait a minute, didn't
Ain't
he
nothing.
say something to her about
Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Hall.
Didn't he
She
say
said she
something to her
can't
about
stay
the
long.
wig?
No, that's what he was saying. No, she was saying that that's why all he talk about is black folks and black women hair and wigs and stuff.
I thought he
Thank
said
you, Miss
something
Hall.
to
Thanks
her.
for coming through, huh? Get you some rest.
Hey,
And
Miss
thanks
Hall,
again
take care,
for
baby.
my thanks again for my housewarming gifts. Also, thank you. I appreciate you.
But they talking about starting her a GoFundMe just in case she gets sued. I wish I'd donate $1.
Sister, I posted the link. You said, how do I get to your wish list from my Amazon account? I don't know if you can get it from if you just click the link that I posted in the chat, it takes you directly to my wish list for my housewarming on Amazon.
It's 100 things on that list.
It's actually like 20.
I saw that list. I was like, what is this? The store.
It's like 20 things on there. And every time somebody purchases something, it gets deleted from the list.
When I saw it, it was about 55.
It ain't no 55 items up there. Was it?
She talking about
it was a lot.
I'm like, I honestly didn't count, but I don't think it's like 50 items.
But they weren't high priced items. Most of them were like under 20. It wasn't expensive stuff.
I did some items like in the teens, some items in the 20s, some in the 30s,
Yeah.
some in the 40s. Right. So yeah, most of the items are,
I just want to say to all these people that's letting this girl on their platforms, be careful. Because I was hoping people had learned from Tasha about getting people interviews and they putting out false information and lies.
False narratives. Mm-hmm.
So be careful because this story is not what y'all think it is. It's not it's not what's being presented. And it's going to get ugly.
It's going to be
especially
when you interview somebody, you cannot be biased. You cannot be biased when you're interviewing somebody.
And it's the bias for me. I mean, they upholding her like she goddamn Mother Teresa. I said, this fake ass Angela Bassett, you can't freedom march for me in hoe shoes. You can't. You cannot freedom march for me in hoe shoes. Mm-hmm. You cannot come down as an OnlyFans fire girl and say you finna sit on the panel and represent me. Well,
you can't free. What did you say? You can't freedom walk me in hoe shoes.
You can't. I say you can't freedom march for me in hoe shoes.
I like that.
Sit down, Angela Parks. Angela Parks, because you're not Rosa. You're not Rosa or Bassett.
No.
He said Angela Parks because you ain't Rosa or Bassett.
It was the lies for me. Like once you watch the video, you'll see the whole conversation. It's the blatant gaslighting. Like this man was sitting there antagonizing you. That was not the fucking case.
Oh wow!
And she say they basically begged her to come to the show because she was supposed to be the star of the show.
Oh,
and that's why she was sitting right there next to him. Now, if I'm the star and I don't like him, y'all finna rearrange all these seats. I'm the star, and I'm not finna sit next to him.
I still can't believe she flew out to his. Hey, Forever Lisa, how you doing, love? She said, "Hey, the hood table, peace and blessings."
And she probably flew it out on Spirit.
Hey, don't knock Spirit. My sister worked for Spirit.
And that's probably why she wasn't in the Spirit.
But I ain't never desired to flow. I got to do Southwest, hunty. Spirit be trying to charge you to breathe on their plane. You can't do shit or bring shit on Spirit without paying something extra. That's why I don't do the Spirit.
And Tommy foot swole, his gout been activated. I said, who stepped on his toe and made his gout flare up?
Now, Deanna said that he got elephantitis. Is that true?
He got something wrong with them feet.
Allegedly.
Something wrong with them feet. But I know his foot was swollen.
So you saw his foot?
He took off his foot. He took off his sock and shit on live.
Yeah.
To show people his swollen ankles? I mean,
I
why
can't
did he
deal.
do that? Why did he do it?
I can't deal with this whole situation. And she talking, and all I hear was the ignorant words passing through her gap like a whisper in the wind. I can't. I see her, and I can't. And then she's too close to my hometown. Ain't she? Did she say she's from Texas? And I'm from Louisiana. Down south, that does not represent who we are. You got flew out to a 50-year-old man's house who you say stank, and you slept on this man's couch. Felt some type of way about it, and then tried to expose this man.
She was gonna sleep on the wee-wee. Was she gonna do that?
Now you probably left the cushion. Now you probably left the cushions of his couch smelling like fragrance-free. Shake that ass.
Hold on. Somebody said on somebody's video that his peen was smelling because he ain't never been circumcised. Allegedly.
Oh.
They said it's some white stuff under.
Oh, no.
Like cauliflower.
Like cauliflower, yes.
We got minors in the room. Minors in the room.
It ain't. I'm a black woman all day, but I'm not finna sit here and act like that black woman wasn't their fault. She was. And until she held accountable, I ain't trying to hear nothing towards him. She made a mistake. It's okay. Everybody make mistakes. We not finna beat her down for it, but y'all gonna beat Tommy down.
Child, let me tell you something. Tommy Sotomayor, or any man for that matter, that I meet on the YouTube, Facebook, IG, whatever, I am not going to stay at their house. Now, she's lucky she didn't go to somebody's house and get more than a stanky peen. It's some men out here.
There's more.
She would have never been saw. She would have never been spotted on earth ever.
No, he lucky. He lucky them two girls ain't tie him up, kill him, poison him, set him up.
Well, I didn't even think about all that.
Cause you got do girls out here. You got set them up girls out here that they purpose is to set niggas up.
Oh yeah. That's true. There's women out here who will go over a dude's house. They will hook up with them, and then another girl will slip in, come steal all the stuff, steal his wallet, steal his cash, all that kind of stuff. And it's all kind of things that can go down. Like you never know.
The only thing I got out of y'all newly appointed black queen is that her cat is bald and you can see it on her OnlyFans.
Oh, again.
What happened?
The only thing that I have gotten out of YouTube's newly appointed queen is that her cat is shaved bald and that you can see it on her OnlyFans. That's the only thing I learned from today's lesson.
Oh my gosh, I can't do this.
They named her YouTube's newly appointed queen.
Oh, she has been honored. They honor her and bow down to her for the queen that she is, and that they want to support her and uplift her because she needs it. And that they stand with her in everything that she does because she is a strong black woman and she's representing and doing what needs to be done for black women. I said, who the fuck?
What is her name again? Let me see. I gotta look this.
Who was my queen?
And her name is Shay Means. Her name is Shay Means. CHAYMEANS. Shay Means. And she has a YouTube channel, and she's going to be traveling to places like Dubai, oh my God, and other countries in Europe and Greece and Spain.
Oh, I'm looking at all these videos. She's been doing interviews like crazy.
Exactly. Ain't nothing exclusive about this whole running her mouth about these lies, about what was going on in her head. And she has a new YouTube channel, and she's gonna teach you guys how to brand businesses, how to create your own businesses,
I see
because
her
she has a
channel.
clothing line.
The Life of Shay Means. It looks like she just reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes, she did. Thanks to Yusuf. Congrats.
Mm. Mm.
Now I want to see what she really finna be doing.
Bishop smoke all the weed up. What's up? You done smoke all the weed up, Bishop?
And they sitting there praising her. She hit 1,000 subscribers. The first thing she do is get up and turn her ass to the camera and twerk. Girl.
So she done posted her little bald-headed cat on social media.
No, that's her OnlyFans content. She say she don't need a man on her OnlyFans to make money. Because her pussy is pretty, and you can go and see it on her OnlyFans. Subscribe.
I'll pat. Ooh.
I keep getting sick.
I ain't trying to see nobody else's cat. Bald.
Someone was trying to see that cat. And you know what? The way they was acting, I think something happened. I don't care. Cause she got up too aggressive. And the way he said, "Ain't nobody trying to play you, stupid bitch." Something happened.
I think they both probably messed with that nigga.
Something happened. She was like, "He's trying to play me. I ain't finna let this nigga play me." But nobody knew he was playing you until you said something.
Man, I remember one time I met this guy and we was going on talking and flirting and carrying on for a while. Then we finally hooked up, and I swear it was hard to find. I mean, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What you say? It was hard.
Mine is in the room.
I was on top trying to. It was trying to back. It was.
She went there, door.
I laughed to do it into depression.
I politely gathered myself. You know, I don't think I'm quite ready for this. You know, like you know, and then after that, I quickly went home and never answered a phone call.
This man, you ever seen a burnt bullet?
If we were in an argument or something, I might have to say, "You little short mother," you know what I'm saying? And it's because something happened. You know, something happened. If he was calling me a bitch or a fat bitch, skinny bitch, ugly hoe, anything, I would quickly be like, "You little short 2-inch."
That's why did not happen, because God did not want you to do that man like this.
So God didn't want me to do shit. He didn't want me to get pregnant. He didn't want me to catch nothing. He didn't want me to. It was nothing to work with. I couldn't have did nothing with that.
You ever seen a spit cartridge? You ever seen a bullet after he's been fired from a gun?
Yes.
I seen somebody that he was like that. I called him a burnt bullet because that's exactly what it looked like.
Oh, that's a good
one. Oh my goodness!
See, I be picking up all kind of names and nicknames.
It was already two-tone, like two different shades of black. It scared me anyway. Like the head and the shaft, two different colors. I don't know, but never again. You're not finna shoot me with that blank, sir. No, sir. Not no.
You know what?
It's minors and let Can tell it. It's minors. Bishop smoke all the weed up. Lemon pepper steppers. How you doing tonight?
She said all the weed up.
I've been out of commission all week since some doggone Super Bowl, the freaking kidney and bladder infection.
Well, did we see you the other day? He been MIA. Hey, Tiana, what's up, boo? She up there cracking up at us.
No, I've been dealing with a kidney infection and bladder.
Oh, no.
Bro,
so I don't,
painful.
I'm down. I finally got it back down to maybe pain level 5 now. I mean, it's the spasm, the muscle. That's the shit that, that make it feel like it's gripping.
You drinking cranberry?
I've been, I know. I've been having my, I didn't have my remedies. I'm waiting for my other stuff to get here. But other than that, I had to, I did a few, two, the
He said
misses.
he waiting for his other stuff to get there. That's why
Yeah,
you see all
me
the
and the
weed.
missus, we hooked it up, with some good herbal teas and some black
Yeah,
seed oils and some colloidal silvers and all the good stuff, some good old cranberry
primary
pills, and
use.
plus I've already had some stuff from some good 800s and all that good stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I've been kind of MIA, man. I took 2 days off this week. I made myself go into work Thursday. Why did I do that? Because I don't think I don't shit. I don't even, man. I don't even think pregnant women piss like that much.
Oh, you better
Ooh.
sit
I
your butt home, sit down somewhere.
Girl, I got so tired. I lost count after the 13, 14 time. My doggone bladder was like open faucet. You are not
So when you
shutting
have a
off.
kidney infection, you have to use the bathroom a whole lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
and it
sure.
hurts. And it hurts
It just
every
depends
time.
on. It just depends on. If because most people understand that it's the UTI that goes. That actually is what affects your bladders and your kidneys. So
Mm-hmm.
it got to a point to where my shit was it went from like a regular like you if the doctor was trying to find out to make sure you ain't got no lumps or nothing in your limbs, it went from that to feel like the side of my left side was like a hard as a brick. I said,
Mhm.
oh hell no, oh
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm like this ain't gonna work.
And
Ooh.
Oh no, I
sometimes it
mean
feels like you get serious back pain, you
yep.
know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit
and
don't hurt.
oh yeah.
That shit don't help.
They
That
had me in
man.
the hospital, bro.
Yeah, I already says I was on my way. I said, "Oh no!" I said, "The devil is a lie." I know exactly
Yeah.
what to
I
do.
know that's right. Get
Get
behind
this
me,
out there.
Satan.
Oh no! I'm exactly what to do. I ain't. I drunk. I can't even remember. I know I drunk them there 2 gallons of water in one
Yep.
day, and
Flush it
I
out.
said,
Yeah.
"Hey," I said, "No, there's nowhere in the world." It kept getting on my nerves because I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be taking this on. Next thing you know, I'm like, now I got to go and be pissing this garbage out when I'm at work. I decided to try to come to work. I couldn't do that when I was at home. I could have did all this when I was at home. I'm like, oh man. So then I went to work today a little bit. It's a little bit better, but my manager, she came. The supervisor, she came to the door. She was like, I just want to come check up on you. And I looked at her. I'm like, yeah, she said, I see you've been leaning. She said, heck, I've been looking at the camera off and on. I see you've been walking real slow and leaning. Ain't been picking up too much. And then I said, no, hell, it pissed me off to go remount this regular ass tire rack that you got. Got my damn backpack hurting again. So I went and sat my ass back down in my doggone me room. I ain't do shit. I ain't do a damn thing. I sat my ass around there while the little Mexican lady, what they have cleaning their ass, always wiping shit down with bleach. They get shit done. They ain't leaving up with piss stains around. But anyway, that's the whole nother story.
He said,
Um,
listen. I got me some Mexicans across the street, and I'm gonna take them with me to my new house because anytime I need something done, I want
I,
your business cards because they got their own construction company,
that's
own
what's up.
contract business and
Little
everything.
Julio Ramundo.
Hey man, I'm
Fight out
telling
there
you,
with him.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you. And then
it's
every time it snow or get ice, they bring me over this humongous 20-pound bag of rock salt, like the
hmm
commercial kind, the blue.
Oh,
hmm
That
careful
shit
putting
Yeah,
that
it in
feels like on impact
Yep,
yeah,
but you be careful,
every time.
babe. Be careful
right.
putting it in, when you move. Be careful putting that in your driveway. Use a fire and
Yeah.
between because it has calcium in it.
Eat your
And it,
concrete
it
right on up.
it'll
It
tear
ain't
your
done nothing to
driveway
my
up.
concrete over here. It ain't
It
done
will.
nothing to my concrete
I'm
over here. They've
telling
been giving me
you
that shit for like 3 years.
this. It will tear your. It will tell her, bro. It will. It will tear your
Yeah, you have
driveway
to be
up.
careful. Just don't overuse it. That's all. But you
Yeah,
Yeah.
shouldn't have no
I
problem.
mean, we only use it like every now and then, but it ain't
Oh
done
yeah,
nothing
you
for my
good.
driveway over here, and I've been here for 5 years. But
I
they've been
know
leaving
that's right.
for only been getting the stuff from them for a couple of years, but Like last winter, we used like rock salt all doggone winter long because it was always snowing and icy. But
I was gonna finish saying honestly,
sidewalks
like,
is fine, the stairs is fine, the
is
driveway is
that
fine.
it's just, and this is just for those of us
That's the
that
good shit. I have to keep that in mind. That's the good shit. That ain't the normal shit you buy from the dollar store. They got the good
they got the good nigga shit.
commercial. It's the commercial kind.
Right.
Yeah, that comes in a humongous bag.
And you ever
Yeah.
notice that in the wintertime, after all everything's settled, you be having they have all them big old potholes.
Well, that's how our city is, period.
Right. That's because of that.
They put
that
down
stuff
that
that they use. It's that's what they use to melt the ice because it's more effective.
Mm-hmm.
But it will destroy, and now it works good, and sometimes you don't have no choice but to use it. But like you said,
well, our streets get tore up because when you live in cities like ours where it snow all the time, it's mainly getting tore up from the trucks.
Yeah,
because
so
they constantly digging at the ground.
They ain't shit.
The trucks help tear up the streets as well.
Well,
but
of course,
I don't know what they be using on our streets, but
they be using ass juice.
It has gotten better, but before that, bro, we had like 2 years ago, we had potholes so bad they weren't just in the hood like normal either. They was way out
all over the city. That's what they get. That's what you get.
Like the $1 billion house neighborhoods, it was just humongous craters.
They y'all doing something. All right, you know what? You need to put a disclaimer up because I got something I got to say.
Oh shit! Here we go. Hold up.
I'm glad
it's about to go down. Look.
Oh boy, here we go.
Look.
Let me hit me.
Here the thing is, I don't know if y'all seen this, but there's a bunch of situations that's been going on. One, I don't know if y'all heard about out there at the Rialto, California, where the two clowns with badges and spandex suits on with boots grabbed and manhandled this little 16-year-old. I don't know. She could have been European, black girl. I don't know. But that ain't the point. She was riding around the neighborhood on her little, mini bike, whatever. So for some reason, the way that they just did her, like, shit's going viral. I mean, like, they slammed this girl around like a damn rag doll. Dude was choking her and shit.
I think I heard about that.
And this, see that because when Doc, what's his name, Doctor, what's that brother name, Rashad, Indisputable.
Oh yeah.
He get the cuss and then it's really fucked up because I had to catch my eye. I'm like, hold on, man, I paused it for a minute, then I went back and listened to it, and I just kept reading it. And then I said, what kind of shit is this, man? Like, I mean, they just throwing this girl around like a rag doll. They had to take her ass to the hospital because, they didn't, she didn't got hurt. That's just that. Because here's the thing is that I'm getting tired of hearing these fucking ass law enforcement officials talk about, well, why are people trying to ambush us and why is the public not the trust? Well, when you do stupid ass shit like that, what the fuck do you expect? You just can't. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, we're just doing our job. Well, but then you turn around and then say, that's what it is, that they're protecting the identity of the police until investigation. Okay, why you got to give this little young minor girl, 16-year-old girl all her information out, but y'all identity got to be hidden, and no, y'all ain't even suspended. Anyway, I'll get back to that real quick. But anyway, second part is I don't know what the hell is going on.
Well, hold on, bro. Before you jump into that, can I play the clip of the girl?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the people who didn't might not have seen it. And by the way, they said a police officer was placed on leave. I don't know if that happened.
He needed to be put on, but anyway.
Yeah, but let me go ahead and play this video clip real quick because I heard about it, but I didn't even see it. Okay, hold on. All right. Let me blow the video up. And I'm gonna hit mute.
And now at 6, caught on camera, a teenage girl screams for her brother as officers arrest her in Rialto. That controversial arrest landed one officer on leave and under investigation. CBS 2's Michelle Gili has details on the arrest and spoke with people who saw it happen.
A Rialto police officer has been put on leave.
What the?
As a result of this incident with a 16-year-old girl, department officials say. The arrest last Friday was recorded on a cell phone as the teen yelled for her brother.
What the?
According to witnesses, the girl was thrown to the ground by officers a few blocks from her house after they saw her riding a mini bike in the neighborhood.
They asked her, hey, do you want someone to come pick up your bike and come pick you up? And she was belligerent from the start. She spit on them. It turned into a little tassel on the ground. They took her to the ground. First, they grabbed her and she kind of fought back. So it was a hard drop. You know, they could have been a little bit more delicate.
At one point on the video, as the girl is screaming and crying,
Did you just try to bite me? Did you just try to bite me?
an officer asks the girl, "Did you just try to bite me?" His hands then appear to be wrapped around her neck. Oh, my brother! Cleophas Harris's grandson saw it happen and explained it this way.
She had the helmet on, and once they said, we're going to take the bike, that's when she said, my granddaddy made these bikes, and she got mad. She just threw the helmet, but not at them. She threw it on the ground.
And then what?
And then that's when they threw her to the ground.
The end of the video shows officers shoving the girl into the back of the police car. She spent 4 days in juvenile hall and is now free. Her attorney wouldn't comment on whether the girl spit at officers. She says she's been taken to urgent care to be treated for injuries she got during the arrest. In Rialto, Michelle Gili, CBS 2.
Now, no matter what color
How
you
the
is,
stories differ between a white person and a black person. Oh, they could have been a little more gentle to her.
but check this out. Peep this out. Here's the whole culprit behind the whole thing. I don't give a damn what your nationality is. You do not fucking handle. Look, there is way. That's what you signed the fuck up for. It's one thing. I mean, okay, you got to slam her to the ground. All that old was she spitting and all that. I didn't see none of that. Now you know it took old school. Old Cleophas told the truth. You know, Cleophas wasn't scared with that Biggie Small eye. He wasn't. Cleophas gonna tell the truth. That's what I like about OG Go Cleophas. He said his good grandson said, look, granddaddy, this is what happened. I got it on the thing, and new people come to the house. Granddaddy, I don't want to talk to them people. I got it. I'm going to tell the truth. What did he do? Cleophas told the damn truth. Now, the point is that if you see, okay, a mini bike, those damn things, you can about ride them almost anywhere. For one, why are they even?
What they were trying to say? Were they trying to say it was illegal for her to be riding it? Is that?
I guess that's what they were trying to assume. But if she's
everywhere in the hood, they everywhere.
And if she's not in the street, then you didn't even have no business even bother.
And she even had a helmet on.
Exactly. So she knew the rules as far as like, well, hey, if I'm gonna be on the mini bike, I'm gonna at least have some safety gear on. But all that, she's belligerent. Like the first dude, the clear man that was talking crazy, blow me. That's what he need to do. He can kill himself. Well, you know, she got the spit.
But she was very belligerent.
How the fuck you know?
Belligerent. Shoot, depending on how the cops were probably talking to her. We don't get belligerent just because.
Why his funky ass up there smelling like sawdust, looking like he deep throating corn dogs and drinking cheap ass whiskey and shit. funky
And
ass over.
we as a people already know what the police can do to us and get away with us. So if we're going to be belligerent, we're doing it for a reason. It's like sometimes you
It's
can.
a trigger.
Everybody don't want to kiss the police ass,
You
especially
ain't got no.
if it's wrong.
Here's the problem with society is because people have tend to forget, and when you start to learn the law, not just I'm not talking about. Always remember there is a difference between statutes. This is simple and plain that y'all have to remember. Statutes, codes, and ordinances. Neither one of them are law. There is no the statutes, codes, and ordinances only can govern their bylaws. Their bylaws that govern corporations. And when your city is set up as like a municipal or a city, or if all that shit is incorporated, that's considered a corporation. So that's what when they say if you do this or loud noise after a certain time violates code ordinance, code such and such ordinance 1.0045. You see what I'm saying? That is all. It's like punishable by this to the extent of the law, meaning that they're operating under the color of law, meaning that they're operating under a false identity. Like, okay, we're going to act like the law, but it's not the law. So statutes, codes, and ordinances does not govern actual human live flesh and being. Don't govern what we can and cannot do. They have got the world all so fucked up with this. Well, this the law says it. You ask most, if you can ask most of so-called law enforcement, police, sheriffs, it don't matter what it is. If you go and ask them, what's the difference between a statute code? If you go and ask them, is a statute code or ordinance, is that law? And if they sit up here and tell you, yes, it's the law, walk away from them. Don't even say nothing else. Just walk away from them, because those are what you call order followers. They're the ones that's going to say, "Hey, man, I was just doing my job." Well, yeah, a whole lot of folks that since they always want to talk about this funky ass Holocaust shit, I guess those guys over there were just doing their jobs too, huh? Leading folks right on over there to them goddamn gas chambers and them damn ovens. They were just doing their job. And the same ones that was just doing their job end up getting their ass sacrificed, end up being used as a scapegoat, getting turned over to the government, world criminal courts for world criminal against human rights violations, all kind of shit. So if they thinking that folks is out here panicking now, just like this, I don't know if y'all seen about the brother that just killed his baby mama out there in Arizona.
Yeah.
And that's sad. He got to shooting at the police, because I guess he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and kill my daughter too. And killed her mama. I ain't gonna let y'all have her, because I'm gonna die.
You talking about the one with the 2-day-old baby?
Yeah, I don't know if he was 2 day old, but no. This was out here in Arizona. I think the other day, he wigged out. I mean, he was just fine, and they say all of a sudden it was a domestic disturbance, and because he popped about 9 damn cops.
Oh, that was something. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, he shot their ass up out there in Scottsdale or Phoenix. He told their ass. He didn't kill them, but he seriously injured about 4 of them. But yeah, he shot 9 of them motherfuckers.
Wow.
Yeah, I just did a story where the guy, he got mad because he wanted the girl to have an abortion. She didn't. And 2 days after she had the baby, he lured her out and shot her in the head and went through the baby off the bridge, Mississippi River.
Because he had a wife and he didn't want the wife to find out. He had a baby from somebody else.
Yeah, these boys out here.
Mississippi River?
He threw the baby off the bridge, 2-day-old.
Yeah, these boys out here, they losing it, man. It's like
because they don't want to pay no child support. Damn.
Either that or it could be a lot.
If you don't mind.
That is, child, that's crazy.
What'd you say, sir?
I was saying I gotta get an update too on my story.
Oh yeah, I see. I had a chance to kind of check that out too.
Yeah.
I gotta do an update on the 7-year-old girl from New York, the one that was found. I think they think her stepbrother killed her. The one that they took from the dad and the grandmother and gave her back to the mom, and she died.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
too bad, man.
There's a
That's
lot of stuff going on with families.
it's,
Like the
it's
story that Miss Sisla was talking about the girl whose cousin, her own cousin, killed her. Her mother just announced the other day on her social media that the cousin basically confessed
Right.
to killing her daughter and stuffing her in the trunk and then in a dumpster.
jealousy's a mother.
Yeah.
And he took a plea on the charges that he lied to the police, but he isn't taken. He's supposed to be sentenced for that. Now, the reason why they haven't charged him yet with homicide, though, is because they still haven't recovered her body. Now, the problem is that he threw her body in a dumpster.
Did he say if he cut her or he just threw her in the dumpster?
No,
Because
he just threw her body in a dumpster. But
Oh no, they can find her because if I can watch shows like Forensic Files and shit, and y'all can find white people that been in the landfill for 10 fucking years, y'all can find that girl.
Yeah, because they be like having designated spots when they dump
Yep.
certain trash in certain
Exactly.
cities.
Exactly.
So they
Yep,
have
and
to
people-
use
long
dogs.
as-
They might have to use drones. They might have to use. Yeah.
Well, as long as they haven't burned it, because they do,
Right.
Yeah, have incinerators and stuff that they use to
Right.
burn trash and stuff like that. So I hope
Now, do we know if they're even doing a trash recovery yet? Like are they even at the
I know
site?
they're searching, and at this point, it's become personal for a lot of people. So, a lot of people are like taking this personally. So they'll find her remains. It's
Well, I'm gonna read her. The mother, Lanice Milton, she had posted on her Facebook on the 16th a few days ago. She said he took my baby from me. His mom accused me of lying, then cried to me about us both hurting. Then she said, "Your son killed my daughter. We are not hurting. I'm hurting. My kids are hurting. You're just feeling bad because your son's a murderer." And I would have said, "Period."
They gave that girl a hard time.
I know.
They gave her a hard time. And then the crazy part about it is he was out there putting up posters and stuff like he was helping looking for her.
Yeah, he was helping to look for, but that's how it always is. It's usually always somebody close to the family, and they would be out there beating the pavement hard, making copies, posting on their social media, even donating to a GoFundMe. They would do it all.
And his punk ass did all that old bullshit.
He put her in a dumpster, and if he killed her, I mean,
and now he never said I killed her. He said she died. She just died.
And she didn't die. She didn't just die. She didn't have a heart attack. She didn't have an asthma attack and just die. He would have called 911.
Right. You don't have no reason to hide somebody.
We already know what probably took place.
Yeah.
And that shit happened. That shit happened between uncles, grandparents, parents, cousins, brothers. She probably was trying to resist. And his nasty, oh my God.
Girl, it just
I mean, it's
Hey, Yusuf. We were just talking about your interview earlier. How you doing, Yusuf? Her name, hold on, let me find her name.
Shameen?
No, not her. The girl who died. What her name is? The guy who killed her. His name is Jaylin. Jayli.
Her name is Zion.
Yeah, her name is Zion. Zion. Last name Milton.
How old was she?
Foster. Zion Foster.
Foster. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me.
How old was she?
She was 16.
17.
No, 17.
She worked right up the street from me, and
yep, I got her name. I got her name on my paper to do.
It's Zion Foster.
Her aunt is our worship leader at the church.
Hold on, let me show y'all this story real quick, okay? Just hold on. I'm gonna show this story for Yusuf and everybody else, because a lot of times when we share information on here, that's what I like about Friday Night Live, because we discuss all type of topics, and a lot of times people in the chat had no idea about a story that's going on around the world. So when we all come on here together, we all bring up different topics. That's how it goes down on Friday Night Live. But here I'm going to hit mute, and then I'm going to play.
Says the search now for her daughter is to find her remains. CW50's Chris Walker has been following the developments since the teen went missing and joins us now with the latest.
As the search for Zion Foster continues, her mother, Sierra Milton, says she's gripping with the reality that her daughter won't be found alive. The grieving mother told CW50 Zion's cousin, accused by authorities of lying to peace officers in the investigation, allegedly made a shocking confession that he dumped the 17-year-old after she went unresponsive on the same night she was last seen.
Like trash. Put my baby in a dumpster. And then afterward proceeded to go get his girlfriend from work and carry on with life as if nothing happened.
Zion's mother says she's living with a pain that's unbearable because for weeks she says she's known about what allegedly happened the night on January 4th, but she kept the grisly details to herself to protect the investigation.
I can't even fathom. Man, I can't fathom being just in a trash heap.
But Wednesday, after leaving a Macomb County courtroom for Jalen Brazier's hearing, she says she could no longer hold it in. The mother of 6 went to social media to vent and let the world know what she says Detroit police told her about her daughter's disappearance.
It's not a pain that you can escape from. Sleep away, or cry away, or medicate away.
Milton says Brazier picked her daughter up last month from her East Point home and never dropped her off. The 23-year-old man is facing charges in Macomb County for lying to police in a violent crime investigation, charges he pleaded no contest to.
And in this broken state, I still gotta take care of my other babies.
According to Milton, Foster's last location on her phone pinged on Greenfield near Vassar at Brazier's house. Milton says police told her Zion could possibly be in a landfill with little to no remains left.
I wish more so that they could find her, to know what he did.
Detroit police have not confirmed to CW50 that a confession was made, instead releasing this statement that reads in part, the Detroit Police Department continues to investigate the missing case of Zion Foster. We are working with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies around the clock. We've resubmitted a warrant package to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for multiple charges against Jalen Brazier. We have no further details to release at this time, end quote. Reporting in East Point, Chris Walker, CW50, News at 10.
And from the sound of their statement and from what she was saying, the mother, they didn't want her to put that out there. They didn't want her to put that out there at all. That's why they're not confirming or denying anything that she said. But she said,
that nigga go.
She said, I couldn't hold it in no longer.
Send his ass this way. Let his
that is so sad. I'm up here trying not to cry. I was like, ooh.
That's why that first basis I couldn't get it together.
Every bone in that young man's body would be severed. He would not. I wouldn't kill him, but I would enjoy breaking every fucking bone in his body. He'd be on a soup diet the rest of his funky ass life.
Hey,
With a
Miss
shit bag.
TR.
A shit bag and everything.
Hey, Southern Conspiracy. Did you see the news story?
Like
Yes.
that nigga's man.
That was
Oh
so
yeah.
sad. Oh my God, I was up here holding back tears.
I'm done. I'm graduating.
Shit. Oh
But
yeah.
I was saying that's crazy because though that the girl Zion is I got those photos in my phone. That's my next story.
Oh wow.
And I was supposed to do it. But when I do those stories, I have to take a while because it's too much.
Well, make sure you
Like
let
some
us
of those,
know when you do it so I can share your live out on my community wall.
I will have it posted tomorrow. But some of those stories, it'd be too sad. Like the guy, I did a story where a man was shot down and his 2-year-old daughter was shot down with him, and they were buried together in the casket. And she was buried in angel wings, cradled in his arm. It was just too much. Yeah, so I'll do them, and it'll take me like a week or so to do another story.
Yeah. Yusuf, yeah, she was really, really, that was a beautiful girl. And it was her cousin. And basically what the mother is saying that he allegedly, because the police ain't, confirmed it, but he did admit that he put her in his trunk and he put her in a dumpster, and then he left, picked his girlfriend up from work, I think she said, and went on with his life as if nothing happened.
Yeah. Oh
That's
man.
Y'all remember when I initially was telling y'all about this story, and I kept saying something about that car, and because he had traveled a lot of different places that we can remember. I told you went to like Chicago.
When we first started talking about it, I said, "Oh, he done did something to his cousin," and we started talking about how cousins and family members be doing that stuff, trying to come on to a pretty cousin, and the shit get out of hand. I already knew something. I already knew it. I knew it.
Man, sadistic ain't even. That's an understatement on what the fuck I would do to that boy. Ooh wee!
In my bones. I felt it in my gut that he did something to that girl, his own cousin.
I'm so sick about it.
Because she was the last person that he was with, and that was the last place that her phone pinged. I knew he had something to do with it. Nasty old pervert. He probably tried to take advantage of her.
It don't matter. That's your flesh. That's your flesh and blood, bro.
Right.
I'm breaking every fucking bone, and I'm gonna tell whether it's my sister or my brother. You ain't gonna never see the nigga no more. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You can be mad at me. You can hate me. I don't give a fuck if you my family or not. But that little son bitch right there, nope, he took mine. Nigga, the same fucking pain I got. You could tell mama. You could tell auntie. I don't give a fuck.
Thing, y'all. They related by marriage.
I don't give a shit. They could be they could be related. Shit.
I'm just saying.
I don't care if we God, sister, God, cuz I don't care. If we grew up together.
The point is that he ain't even your blood.
Why was he even picking her up?
Because they were married. They grew up together, so they hung out together all the time.
That's what I'm saying. And blood don't even matter. If we grew up together and we hung out together, we didn't probably fought together. We didn't
but he's like 23. He's like 23, 24 years old, right?
Right. He's her cousin.
Right.
Somebody
our cousins hang out like that. We did that when we was growing up.
Right.
I know,
but we would hang out with our 20-year-old cousins and we like 50. It was just something we always did too. Like family was family. It didn't matter.
And then her mom, his mom, was tripping on her mama.
Right, Yusuf. Family is family. Yep. Hey, crazy.
I know that
5,000.
I know that they were family, but the day he picked her up, what was the premise? What was going on that particular day?
They probably was just hanging out at a party or something. Some kind of something at his house.
Okay.
I don't know. When I grew up with my family, we was all so close, so it was nothing to have like the older cousins hanging around the younger cousins. I mean,
unheard of.
it was nothing for me to be like, I'm going over my big cousin's house, we chilling. You know, it might be because like you just want to get out the house. Your cousin got their own crib. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing just to go over somebody's house.
She had just started working at the Detroit Wing Company, and that's literally right up the street from me. Huh?
Crazy T said, "Is this about the cousin that used to hang with each other and he worked at UPS? Is that where he worked at?"
Yeah, he worked at Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting go from there.
Yep. Yusuf said maybe just giving her a ride. Yep. Yep.
No,
I know that.
For instance,
you live up the street from me.
Like for instance, my son
and he lived way on the west side. Like that was a long way. He purposely picked her up.
Yeah.
And he said that she told her mom, when she told her mom she was on her way home, she never showed up.
Right. And I was gonna say, for instance, like my sons, they both grew up playing sports, football and stuff. So when they were like, the oldest one was like 18, 19, 20, you know. My cousin's youngest son, who was like junior high, 9th grade, he would call my son up all the time. Hey, cousin, could you come by? Could I come over? Could you help me with my game? Could you, I need some tips on the field. Could we go to the field? I mean, it was nothing for, that to happen in our family.
I know, but I don't think
with them, but
I don't think my grandma would have played that with a cousin that wasn't my blood and a cousin that was much older than me. I don't think my grandma would have played that. I ain't finna go nowhere.
I don't know.
With nobody.
I mean, I guess it depends on the family, because I grew up with people who weren't my real cousins, and we hung out all the time. They were by marriage or they weren't just like play cousins. Let me put it that way. We grew up together, and that makes all the difference when you grow up together, and you got people that's married into the family. It's as if it's like your real cousin. It's like,
It wasn't
they ain't blood,
Were there any signs before it happened?
I don't know, because this literally the mother just put this out there.
Some of the messages in her phone records indicated that he was flirting with her.
That's what I was saying. He was trying to get with her, and she probably resisted.
Yeah. Some of the messages did indicate that he was trying to get with her, and she was like,
Well, I'm sure she would have told her mother that, because if my child would have told my mother that, told me that.
She didn't tell her mom.
Well, see, that's why she probably still going over there.
She probably just blew it off, like, boy, no, we, and kept going, like, because then she used to do his girlfriend's hair, all that. I mean, yeah, but anyway, I know my the girl that go to on the precinct, that girl she's so tore up. She is so tore up right now. Chris,
I just hearing the mother talk, I was over here really trying not to cry, like really.
I can't even. I'm mad. Like her mom keeps saying, I can't even phantom
being in a trash.
I can't, y'all.
A dumpster. It could be bugs in there, maggots.
Oh no! Like the police is preparing the mama for the worst. The police is really trying to prepare her for the worst, because, like they said, it might not even be anything to bury.
Yep. And he probably dumped her ass in the parking lot at the Amazon.
Exactly. You remember I said you don't remember me saying all that, like, because I said
I remember our whole conversation.
He kept going back to that area like 100 and something times, and he hadn't worked there in so long. But his car was picked up.
I remember that.
His car was picked up by the recognition system. That he was in that parking lot, and it was odd that he would be hanging out at his old job. quite recently, and I kept feeling like it's like an old racetrack down there, and it's like, who would park down at a racetrack for what? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing down there anymore.
He was probably trying to consider where should he dump the body.
Now are they for sure that he dumped it in the dumpster? Did they check the area out that he would?
He said he did that.
I know, but I know he said that, but did they check the area in which, where y'all were just talking about the one he was in?
They said it's still under investigation. The cops aren't talking. It's the mother who came out.
And I almost feel like we need to know, because we don't know if they are actually investigating like they say they are, because it's a black girl. That's what I'm saying. What are they doing?
Ain't investigating shit. They always on that nigga shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They saying he confessed to throwing the girl in the dumpster. We don't know.
I won't
he
say
confessed.
that they're not investigating this one, because I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. This is Detroit is investigating this one, and it's not like East Point, the city that I live in, which is predominantly white. It's not like they're handling this case. Detroit is handling this. So I'm pretty confident that they are really working to get this one settled. I really feel confident in that. But it's just a very unfortunate situation. I want them to find her more than anything for her mom to be able to have some closure, because because it's already hard enough that you didn't get to see her when she said she was coming home. Now you got to deal with the fact that you ain't gonna see her no more at all.
Man, people would learn their lessons if everybody did like A Time to Kill, like Samuel did. Like, you touch my seed, you touch my kids. Like, people would.
He shot them at the courthouse.
Yes, people would learn their lessons if parents just took off on somebody. Like, and I know we ain't supposed to do that shit, but I'm just saying.
You ever seen An Eye for an Eye with Susan Sarandon?
Yeah, a long time ago.
That was a good one too.
I like
when a man raped her daughter.
When people retaliate against somebody who killed their loved one, they brother,
Kevin Bacon,
wife, or husband, or kids.
Kevin Bacon in Death Wish. I think that was the name of that movie.
Oh, child.
Well, they killed his daughter. They killed his son, and he went crazy.
Quarter mesquite.
I always said that if anybody ever touched my kids, especially the way that that way, and I got boys, and people used to always make it seem like, oh, girls. They mess with boys almost more than they mess with girls. Yeah. Like, people be thinking because they got a girl, I got to be so much overprotected. No, when I tell you, my boys will tell you, I was so overprotected with them. The coaches around, principals, the mailman, the uncle, the ground, I didn't give a damn. I talked to my boys very, very young. I told them about I told them about all that kind of stuff, what it really is and what it really happens to be abused as a boy. And I treated them the same way I would have treated a girl. This is the signs. If anybody touch you, act like they're going to touch you, look like they're going to touch you, or want something from you that way, you better let me know.
Granddaughter there right now.
You better let me know.
If anything happened to my kid, I'm calling Liam Nielsen.
Girl!
Yeah, I'm
going to call him.
Special set of gifts.
He got a particular set of skills.
And I love me some Liam Nielsen, girl.
I promise you.
I love me some Liam.
I'm calling Liam. I'm calling him.
And it's ironic that you should say that, because I was talking to my grandbaby the other day, because I always ask him what's your no places and stuff like that, right? So I was talking to her about it, and she all shy, pointing at herself. I was like, okay. And I said, and sometimes they might try to trick you and say this, and this.
That's what I tell my
boys. I am your grandma, and I have a very special set of skills.
I used to tell my boys all the time, before I had a gun and before I had a CCW, I said I would go down and bro Bishop Smoke. Well, I'm talking about when I say Saul's. I say I would go down to Saul's pawn shop and I will buy me a strap. And it's about to go down. I used to always tell my sons that like for real. Yusuf said drop the link. Okay, hold on.
I've
Let
been
me
there,
drop
done
the
that,
link.
y'all.
It's gonna be World War IV and 3 ain't even got here yet.
Man, I was so glad when my kids grew up, and even though you still worry about your kids from time to time when they grown, I was so glad when they grew up. And even to this day, they'll
We
ask
are
you, like, up
living.
until my son was like 25. My son's 25 now. Well, he'll be 25 in April. And he'll tell you, I probably asked him until he was about 23. Did anybody ever like you? Like, if you didn't tell me before, you grown now. You can tell me. I used to ask them about shit. They be like, "Mom, we would have told you if somebody does." I'm like, I don't want y'all ever to be like them kids is on TV. They get mad and cussing the parent out, don't want to have shit to do with them after they grown. Somebody, well, you should have known. You should have known. Nah, y'all will never get me with that one. As you know, cognizant I was with my kids. Hold up, you. So I'm putting up my little banner so I can make sure it's you now.
We are in World War III. The pandemic is the
All
war on
right,
America,
that's all.
and it's spiritual.
Hey, you. So what's up? What's going on?
Hey y'all. Hey Southern Conspiracy Girl. Let me tell you, you had me cracking up in that fucking chat tonight, honey.
Hey, Yusuf, and I meant that.
She
I
was
meant
giving us a
that.
rundown on your show, Yusuf, and saying how kind of she thought everybody was in the chat was biased. So can you please talk to us about the show?
First of
And
all,
I wanted to hit that link so bad. Oh my God, I did.
I'm so glad you didn't, because we just wanted to do that like that real quick. All right.
Okay.
I would do it for any one of you. Okay. Shit. If you
I
bust
was respectful.
if you bust somebody outside the head, we gotta take up for you, girl. I ain't gonna let nobody come in here and tell you know what I'm saying. So I was trying to not. I saw your comments though, but I was like, child, if she please don't hit this link, Southern.
Oh,
so she gonna get up here and take her out.
I swear. But I said nope. I'm gonna respect him because I saw I was reading the room, but I still talked my shit. But I read the room. I said I'm not gonna hit that link.
Yeah, I appreciate you for seeing what I was trying to do. Okay, because don't nobody ever take up for Black women and girls, and especially not enough men. So I try to be that one, that listening ear. A lot of people listening don't listen to Black women. They just want to go back and forth and say their part and you know, throw blame. And so I just like to try to be the one. I heard when they be complaining about these niggas. I hear what they be saying. I'm listening. You know what I mean? So.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, but that wasn't the one. That was the wrong avocation. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I swear. I'm behind you in your stance, but like I say, be careful in who you support, because the story that's presented is not going to be the outcome. And a lot of people going to be over there looking like Tasha K and Star Marie.
Yeah, well, I get that too, but hey, that's just the name of the game. That's just what I'm willing to risk and willing to bet on is a random Black woman who busts a nigga like that upside the head. Honey, I thought it was Sweet Symphony. Yeah, and so
now did she really hit the dude? Because from what
definitely.
I saw and from what I heard, she did.
Well, let her tell us she didn't.
Then I heard she said she denied doing anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think she's torn between being proud of that moment when she knows she was ashamed because she was acting out of character. So, you know, it's hard to try to be like torn between people saying, yeah, that's what he gets, sock his ass. And then her being like, no, I didn't mean it. And then not wanting to be a guilty party. But it is everybody involved. It was a supercharged energy and it was a setup for the swoop out. But either way, the thing is, so I talked about it. I just asked her how she felt about it or whatever and what she thought or whatever. But I think everybody's entitled to their opinion. You see what I'm saying? And entitled to their experience. And so even if you would have hit the link and went off, I wouldn't have been mad at you, you know. But, you know, everybody's different. And that's just my approach. I don't mind taking the risk. And if something backfires on me, I'm willing to take it because that's the hit that I'm willing to take in the defense of a Black woman in the face of media. That's my job. I have a Black media platform and I'm a revolutionary Black man. And that's my job. I will amplify any of your stories. And that's what makes me really want to talk about this situation with that young lady, Zion. Mm-hmm. Now that I didn't hear about until y'all said, and you right about that, Southern conspiracy theorist, the energy that it takes out of you to do that. That's why a lot of people don't even talk about it. Yeah. And ultimately, we internalize that our life don't matter too, because it takes too much energy to get up there and talk about it and cry about it and be strong about it. That's just all day, all night. And so I've been learned to deal with that. And you do got to unplug, and you got to take your time and pace yourself with the stories. Oh, but I'm dropping this shit tonight. Yeah, because I don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about dropping mine too. Like when I disconnect.
We got to.
Well, make sure you go to the mom's page on Facebook. Yusuf.
Yeah.
I will, as long as you got the energy. If you don't got the energy for it, then don't. But as long as you do, you want to get it while it's hot. And sometimes it is good to not be the first person because you can get more details. But you can always go back and say if something changed and developed, it's okay to be on top of that story. Because if that was one of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we talked about it when it first happened, but nobody was talking about it until really now when the mom said the cousin confessed.
I've been talking about it. I've been talking about it.
I said that. I said we was just talking about it.
Oh, okay. and the thing about it is that it's especially personal because her aunt belongs to my church. So it's like when I first saw the thing on it, I always post things that come up about missing or exploited children or things like that. But this right here, it took me a minute when I got the news from her aunt that, you know, that he had confessed.
I'm sure you might have her with an interview exclusive.
If you can, but
so you might have a shoe in for an exclusive.
If it was somebody I ain't know, I probably would. But
why somebody you ain't know?
Because
that's the easiest exclusive to talk to somebody. Like remember the girl who was her and her family was put on the ground at a Walmart or Home Depot or somewhere, all her kids down to like the 3-year-old, and the police was manhandling them, even the kids, and it was because they pulled over the wrong car. Well, one of my dancers on my hip hop line dance team, that was her niece. And I just asked her, like, hey, could you see if your niece would holler at us? We was the only one besides the news station to get an exclusive interview with her.
Wow.
So sometimes you just gotta reach out.
Didn't you interview some of your neighbors or something for something?
I didn't interview so many people in the hood and everywhere. Like,
it's a tough edge sword with that.
The worst they can say is what? No.
Right. And but I understand though too when it's close to you, so it's a double-edged sword because sometimes it's too close to you and it's too sensitive to you. That's like I can sit here and report on ratchet criminals from all over the place, but when people be telling me about stuff going on at home, I don't even want to talk about it.
Right. And see, I'm the opposite. I'll just be like hitting somebody. Something be going on with somebody I know personally. Hey, because they're gonna tell somebody. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell somebody. So why not sit down with somebody you trust?
Right.
That won't try to spin it or put spin a narrative or something on your story.
Everything is circumstantial though, boo, because depending on if the family is receiving any type of legal help or justice or not, or getting backing from the predominant mass media. Because see, now when I Googled it, when y'all said her name, I typed it in and I see that 15 hours ago, they're finally sharing articles about it.
Finally.
It's just breaking. Now it's up to us as the community to pay attention to what's being said and what's being told and reading in between the lines and getting to the bottom of the investigation and sharing our thoughts as well. You know,
did anybody hear about, I'm sorry, did anybody hear about the 10-year-old autistic girl that committed suicide? That was the only black girl in her all-white class, and the mama had told the school and the school district that she was being bullied and they did nothing about it.
I did see that.
The one that I talked about before, the one that had the mo on her nose like I got on my chin.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked about her.
Isabel Tishner.
Isabel,
Yep.
She was bullied at school by her white classmates and she committed
suicide. Called all kind of N-words. The teachers didn't do nothing about it.
They called her monkeys and N-words and everything. Told her she stunk and everything.
Yep.
That's the last story I did. I haven't did a story since.
Right. I need y'all channels. Can we please put links? I hate that YouTube don't let us click on channels no more. But I want to be able to, because I know you guys support me. I want to be able to support back, and more than just when we hit links. I want to be able to see y'all popping up and coming over there. So what was that? Hold on. I just dropped that suicide hotline in there too. If you or somebody you know dealing with thoughts or actions of suicide, help them help themselves. Be that help. You know what I'm saying? 1-800-273-8255. That's National 24 Hours Habla Español.
Yep.
Thank
And
you, Yusuf. Thank you.
I just dropped Southern's channel.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop Trash Talk Alley
Okay.
22. And my bro
he was
just
see
started.
I'm sorry. He was if he wanted to like get a little background or whatever, he could see the story on my other channel though.
What up, bro? What up, Ocean Roof 1975?
Salute. How y'all doing?
Hey, we up here just discussing like trending news and stuff. We're talking about the girl who been missing, Zion Foster, whose cousin just finally confessed that he had something to do with her murder and dumped her in a dumpster somewhere. And then a little autistic girl, the 10-year-old who committed suicide because all her white classmates was bullying her.
Hey, tell my people where you at and where they can reach you at.
Hey, the Hood Table, IG, Facebook, YouTube, and we have our own website, thehoodtable.com.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just
you be over there going through all the lives and the reaction videos and everything.
I told you I was gonna move. I can't sell drugs no more. I had to make this like a habit. Now I can't get off of it.
Turn a hobby into a job. That's what a lot of people do on YouTube. They jump on here for a hobby, and it can be very lucrative if you play your cards right on here.
Yeah. I was just saying what's up. While I was on here, I seen you live and said, "How y'all doing, everybody? Salute to y'all. Peace and blessings."
Hello.
Yes, we got content creator. Everybody on the panel is a content creator.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm dropping links today. Let me find your link too, Ocean. Now, this is my boy from Omaha. Like, we from the same city.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I told them before I popped on here.
Yep, definitely got to support those from the O to the N to the E.
Yeah, that's why I said that, man. Because I heard you talking about somebody in Lincoln the other time. I couldn't catch you, but you were shot down by.
Well, you remember when I don't know if you remember, but it was like Omaha Day, maybe 2 Omaha days ago when that shooting was down on 24th Street and that dude died. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, we was right there on the corner of 24th and Lake, and we was running as soon as the bullets started hitting. But another YouTuber who lives in Council Bluffs or somewhere over there, she had met me that night. So there's like other YouTubers in our own city, across the river and everything, that I think we should probably try to hook up sometime. So I hooked up with her.
It's always good to mix and mingle. You got to mix and mingle, especially if it's positive too.
Right. Not no more.
Yeah,
these days you're gonna end up on French and Fit.
Oh yeah, don't do like they did with Tommy Sotomayor. Did you see that, bro? Did you see that?
Or IHOP.
Man, I seen him fighting that woman.
They said she hit him with a microphone. And Yusuf, the one right next to you at the bottom, he did an exclusive interview with her earlier today.
Oh, for real? Salute.
Yes. So that's why I'm dropping his link too.
Thank you. And let me say something too, because I saw in the back chat right now. I ain't trying to know what we talk about in the back chat is the back chat, but y'all see this? I just want to say this. We all have a voice. We all have a story. We all have an experience. We all have wisdom. You see what I'm saying? We all could be that one that could be heard, And so it ain't no stepping on nobody's toes when it comes to a story or when it comes to this or that. Because see, when something happens to one of us, it is on every news and media platform, and they all speak about it, and they all make us look whichever way they want to. And so it's our job to all speak our truth and to all be there to ride for each other. And so don't ever feel like if somebody got a story, it's okay to shout somebody out. Oh, I saw it over here first. I just want to give my thoughts. It's that simple,
Let me explain that. Not like that. I don't do too much Facebook, and I know they told me to make sure I contact on Facebook, and I know she's probably more familiar with that. And that's just what I meant as far as reaching out on Facebook, as far as sharing on Facebook. I'll be more comfortable with her doing that.
Right. Yeah, and I get that. That just made me say it because I do know how we do. We be scared to talk about stuff because somebody else did it first. So it wasn't necessarily that. It just that struck that memory for me of feeling like I wanted to say that to us before. Because it feel free to, this is your voice, this is your platform, just as much as anybody else. And all of us is here to listen to each other's, what I'm saying, outlook and stuff, because it might be able to help change something else for somebody. You never know.
And I'm glad you said that because when I first got on YouTube, I was like, if I was following somebody or something, I did feel kind of a certain type of way because you know how some people be like, they biting off me, stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, we all have different personalities, we all have different perspectives, and two people doing the same story could totally different insights, and you know what I mean.
We all got the right to speak on love. You can ask us all right now on this panel what's the definition of love, and we all got a different definition, and it's all true.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think I just fell in love again. It's been a minute.
Congratulations.
I know. Congrats.
Now he turning tomato red over there, blushing on the camera.
I know. So this is Ocean Roof 1975.
Ocean Wave TV, really though. I don't know why that be popping up there. It's Ocean Wave TV. I don't know why that be popping up there, but that's cool too. But
that's a nice name. Ocean Roof is a nice name.
That's my daughter name.
Yeah. Because I think that's what you first named it though, right?
Yeah. But now I stuck with Ocean Wave TV.
Okay.
Then Ocean's Riders.
Okay.
I don't even remember how that one goes, but yeah.
I dropped all your links. I dropped yours, Oceans. You says Bishop Smoke, aka Count Amaru. Cans. I dropped Trash Talk. Southern Conspiracies. I dropped yours too. So on Friday nights, that's what we do. Every content creator that comes through, even if you don't jump on the panel, we shout you out and share the link to your channel. So that's what we do on Friday nights.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that on Friday? Everybody and get it popping.
Yeah.
And Yusuf, I'm gonna go back to your interview earlier because as petty as I am, I understood. I understood what you were doing because she's still a young girl, and even in the moment of her wanting to go viral, I know she didn't want it to be this way. So you never want to kick somebody when they're down, and you always want to uplift and just hope that they learn and they grow and they just continue forward. So that's what I'm hoping for the young lady, and that's what I'm hoping for the young lady. So thank you again for giving her that platform to let her speak. Yeah.
Thank you. It was my pleasure, boo. That's what it's all about. Us just being there for each other and being able to see we all only human, And ain't nobody gonna give us a chance to grow but each other, It's like it's easy to hold somebody and check somebody and hold them accountable, but then to foster that environment that they need for the growth afterwards, that's the real power and unity.
Yes, I agree.
I'm about it.
We all got something important to say, and we all, even if we do reaction videos like Ocean Roof, he does a lot of reaction videos on a lot of trending news. So please check him out as well too.
Yes,
that's my brother from the O&E, just like Bishop smoked all the weed up, whatever he's all tonight. He's from the O&E too. So yeah, definitely shout out to
Hey, salute, man. I love y'all all, man.
All right, love you too.
Love you too. Stay up.
It's a love, bro. Appreciate that.
Thanks for stopping through.
Yeah, I'm about to drop down too. Bishop, you sound familiar. Don't I know you from another panel, Bishop?
Probably just from this one.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I don't know if you subscribe to Miss Sislo, but he be over there on her channel too.
His name was different.
Oh, he come with a different name every time he jump on here. 1 minute is Lemon Pepper Steppers. The next minute it might be Bishop Smoke All the Weed Up. The next minute it might be, but his real actual channel name is called Count Amaru, and I did put it in the link.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean in the chat.
Yeah, I'm still learning. Even though I've been in the game a long time, I'm still learning how all this is going. But he right though. Hey, that's very motivating. We appreciate that. You know what I mean? That's real talk with that content, because that's real. We all got a voice. Ain't lying about that.
Yeah, and Yusuf, he normally goes live on like YouTube. I mean on Facebook. And I told him, I'm like, shoot, you need to start sharing that content on YouTube because he be talking about real life stuff.
You should have seen
Real
how
life
fast I
information.
fell off in that live when I realized he was live because I didn't get the
Yes.
notification.
Yes. So
I'll make sure to go over there.
Yep. It all is all about support. You gotta to get support, you gotta show support, and that's what I'm all about.
Well, that's all I was having to say. I just thank y'all, and I'm gonna check out y'all videos on this story about that young lady Zion, and I'm definitely gonna do my ratchet criminal investigation.
Yes,
you know, I'm gonna
please
support
do.
y'all.
A lot more people need to hear about this story because, like I said, we spoke about it a few weeks ago. Then Trash Talk Alley talked about it again
Weeks ago.
And and it's like it wasn't on. I kept checking every day, and it was not on social media. They didn't put it on social media to the mother posted on Facebook that she just found out the cousin confessed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And was there any other thing though that came out about the cousin? Because I know many people are assuming, and I heard y'all saying, even I thought and speculated that there might have been some type of intercourse or some type of predatory interactions between them, because there's a lot with kissing cousins that goes on.
Exactly, that's what we was talking about. And the thing is, when it first hit the news, they said she's missing. She was last seen with such and such, but that's basically all they said. And the mother, she's been sitting on that information, his confession, for weeks. And the cops, even when I showed the story earlier today, the cops still ain't saying nothing. They're just saying we're still investigating. And they probably upset that she put that on Facebook. I'm sure they are. But oh well, if that was my daughter, my son, whatever, I would have been
what I was, and that's what I was telling you guys earlier, is that he pled out to the charge with lying to the police.
Right.
And he's going to be sentenced for that. Yeah. The charges in this situation has not been brought out yet. So my thing is that 9 times out of 10, it's because, remember when I first told you about it, it still wasn't out. And it wasn't like you were asking me, do you think I should, say anything about it? And I was like, well, yes, it's public information now because the mother released.
Because the mother said something,
right.
And you know what? The only reason why I asked you that was because you are kind of close to the family. Mm-hmm. That's why I said that. It wasn't necessarily because the cops.
Right. Well, I'm not close to the family. I know, which is why I try to handle it with caution. But
right.
What I was going to say is that because they haven't found a body, that's probably why they haven't brought the murder charges. Because with a sensitive case like this, when it's mostly circumstantial, it's harder to prove because the burden of proof is on the prosecution. So,
but he did. I wonder how that would work though with him confessing that he put her in his trunk and put her in a dumpster, even if there's no.
Even though he confessed that he put her in a dumpster, at this point, the most he'll probably get charged with is
evidence or something.
It's desecrating a corpse.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's and see, they want more than that. They want
dead or alive.
Pardon me?
Was she dead or alive when you put her in the trash?
Dead.
She was dead.
Okay.
He said she was dead. Yep.
No cause of death yet?
Pardon me?
No cause of death yet?
No, because they can't find the body.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why the police are not talking about it.
They can find that body.
Yeah.
Oh, they can, not that they can't find it. They just
that's what I said.
Yeah. So the thing is if they talk about too much, it's gonna pretty much prejudice
the case. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I just want to know if they giving. I just want to know if they giving her Gabby Petito energy. That's what I want to know.
Not a Zito.
She's getting a lot of publicity, and then not to mention.
But it didn't take Gabby 2 weeks to start getting publicity.
And they sent out the bloodhounds.
No, she got information. she got attention.
Well, she
right
had
away.
posted that she was missing, but they didn't put out the information that he confessed. For like,
no, yeah, they didn't put that
everybody
yet.
knew she was missing, but
Okay.
Right, and they
it
were
wasn't as
searching for
big as
her.
a story. It wasn't even as big as a story because I didn't find out until Can told me. And I'm like, this
Yeah.
is a huge story. A 17-year-old missing, and she was last seen with her cousin. It wasn't as big as they could have made it.
How old is he?
23.
Like 24.
Okay.
23.
And we were talking about the kid. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss TR. I didn't see you down there, Miss TR.
No, yeah, it's me. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
no.
Hi,
No.
honey.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
I hate
Hey.
if you don't scroll all the way down, you can't see all the people clicking. I'm sorry. I don't know how long
No,
you were
it's no big thing. No, I know how it is. I know how it is. You get involved, but you know something? I only caught the bitter piece of what you are saying. What was his reason? Did he say why he did what he did?
Now again, he never said that he killed her. He just said she just died.
And he put her
So
in
at this point, they don't have a cause of death, they don't have a body. So they gotta move really, really carefully on this situation because if they can easily blow it.
Yes, that's true. Because they can make the wrong move and it destroy the whole
They could destroy
conviction.
the whole entire case.
But they need to make him talk, make him squeal.
Well, yeah,
I agree.
They did something in order to get that out of him. Trust
that ain't
me.
enough though. They need to do it more. It's more that he's not telling. We need to know
Well,
how did she die.
Right.
You know what you said? If they push it to the point, they could say that he was forced to say it. So all the way around, because there's been times where our people were confessed only because they were coerced or forced. So
Maybe
either
they'll try
way
to give him a
around.
plea deal and say if he confessed.
He already got the plea deal for this lying thing.
But yeah, that's totally separate from actually dumping the body and everything. Maybe they
and I think that was to get what they got out of him so far.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, that ain't no deal.
But what it's a deal because they got his behind bars where he can't get nowhere. Remember when I said they only because they don't just pick you up for lying to the police and give you a $500,000 bond.
What I'm saying, if they offer you a plea deal and they think you allegedly killed somebody, and you say, "Yeah, I lied to you guys about being with her that night," there ain't no deal.
Yeah, you're the suspect, prime suspect. Why does nobody see?
We need more information
of that young girl's life. That's what I'm saying. The fact is translated here that her life wasn't that big of a deal because this is a huge deal. This is not some just cousins. No, this is a huge deal. What happened with that black girl? What happened with her? And why is the news in the media and why is the pressure from the forces not out there to the balls to the ground like Southern Conspiracies said? What you say? Get the bloodhounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
my thing is with all of this human trafficking going on, just like the little 16-year-old girl that was found on the side of the highway, shot twice in the neck. Do we know that she's dead? Do we know that she's where he says she is?
Right.
And that's what it was. I was trying to say. Do you notice how they're paying more attention to the legalities of this and that and the moving of the corpse into this and this and that as opposed to the murder and the suspect of the murder? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that makes you think something too when like the
May I ask what's the age?
It's
What's
not.
the age
It could
of
be
both
that
of
he
them?
did something. It could be that he did something like sell her or prostitute her or
Yeah, she was 17 and he's 23 or 24.
He's 23. Yeah, he's 23. And I can sincerely tell you that you know that they're I mean I gotta give it to them that they are really, really working to try to settle it. Get this.
Yeah, that's like your hood. That's like your city too.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right in the midst of it. I mean, she lived up the street from me.
You know what? Once they find the body and the cause of death, they're gonna find out more.
That's it.
Right.
You know, because was he violating her? Was
Well,
anybody think that?
he had before this all happened, or I guess after it happened, I guess they found out that he had been texting her like flirtatious messages. And keep in mind, they weren't blood cousins. It was like a marriage into a family type of thing. So
Yeah.
Which is
but as we were saying earlier, a lot of families, it's not blood this, it's not step this, it's not real cousin, fake cousin. When you grow up together like they did, they grew up together.
Oh yeah, because you know that's how it was when we were coming up.
I'm sorry.
No,
that's how it was when we were coming up.
I didn't know that part.
Best friends were called aunts and uncles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
that's how it was, Yusuf.
when they
were married into the family, so they weren't
related by
when they find the body.
I didn't hear the part that he was sending her flirtatious texts.
Oh yeah. He was sending her.
When they find the body, guys,
I know what
they'll
happened.
be able to tell more. Because she could be pregnant, he could have been violating her, and she could have threatened that she was going to tell, and you know, anything that made him feel that she was a threat. That's the only way the reason for him to kill her if she became a threat.
Yeah.
Regardless of which way
I'm just saying that even with the flirtatious text, that she was comfortable enough to go anywhere with him.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? It could have been more than one person.
That's what I'm saying. Something's not right. Something's not right with that
He
story.
could have had some homies over there. He could have tried to. We don't know without the body. Without
he could have confessed, but did he do it? Like I don't know.
You see how we are more invested than the other mainstream media,
right?
This is why our voices matter. I just want to say this is
and even if we all did this story, the same story, it's about getting the word out.
Putting all the pieces together. That's right.
Exactly.
And the corner
that's what I just. When you read your email, Southern Conspiracy, you're gonna see the same thing. What she just said. That's exactly what I said. Everybody has a different audience that they can reach. You know what I'm saying? It's you couldn't dare. I mean, baby, do you?
When the word gets out, it puts more pressure on you.
Yeah.
When the word gets out, guys, it puts pressure on them. Then they have to move. Because I didn't hear about this, and that means they kept it from social media. See, social media has a bigger voice. And it wasn't was it on PrimeTime TV news?
Nope.
Or just county?
Probably one time. You know, they'll run a quick thing like an advertisement. Oh, another girl was killed. Oh, back to you in the newsroom.
Yeah, I mean, well, this thing made it because we have a way here of kind of getting our own stuff out, and then we have a lot of different community leaders that will get out. We have a group there was a group called Detroit 300, and it was a group of men that would get together and they would go door to door. Well, one of the main guys that heads up that organization, Dr. Malik Shabazz, is one of the ones that's actually out there getting this just going.
Well, it's getting going now, but out of all of us on here who do trending news and big stories, nobody on this panel knew about it.
Nobody. It has not been national.
That's what I guess that's what Yusuf is going
right.
with.
It hasn't been, but I've seen some national coverage of it. But girl,
I mean, I have too. But what we're saying is, I didn't know about it until you told me. Then I had to type in the name in the internet. Like that should have been something that's popping up on MSN every time you click on these major news sites. It should have been just out there. Like you shouldn't even have to find certain things on the internet. And it didn't get out there until the mom posted on her Facebook page that he confessed.
But you know something? It should have been out there because she's a missing person.
Period.
Right.
Just
it
the
should have
fact
been
of her
way
being a
bigger
missing
than that
person.
story. Like the Gabby Petito, we didn't have to search for her name. It was out there. We heard it everywhere. Like, who's
Right.
this Gabby? Let me look up this Gabby. Let's you know, and that's what I hate about how they do us.
Yep, we have to. Yeah,
I'm about to go though, boo. I just want to say this last thing. That's the point in the importance of black media. That is again for honey. Drop the coins. That's why your voice matters. I'm trying to tell you. And listen, we've been that way. It's been that way for about a good 10 years. Black people have been black Twitter and all of that been the voice, and now main news and mainstream news, they gotta go to Twitter to see what's going on, see what black folks is talking about, to see what's even trending. Something happened in the news right now, somebody get shot or something, and then next thing you know, they gonna say, who the fuck? Hold on.
Have any of y'all ever heard of Rhoda Young Live?
Yeah, I follow her.
Yeah. But let me go, y'all. I love y'all. And listen,
right.
I'm watching your investigation, and I'm gonna do my own because I don't appreciate that. But yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be looking forward to seeing what you got to say and the Southern as well.
Right.
Probably be by tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
All right.
Peace
Good night.
All right. Good night.
So, she just had a situation today down in Virginia where, somebody contacted her to come and be involved in the story, and then when she got there, they wouldn't let her in because they said that she didn't have media credentials, which she does. So, that kind of goes along with what he said.
Well, what kind of media credentials? Because from what I learned, that sometimes with different stories, you have to get media credentials for each thing. Like if there's different cases, you have to apply for credentials for each case.
Okay.
You
So
can't.
I don't know how that works.
Because I followed the case closely and went to court every day on that murder that we was covering a couple of years ago. And you literally have to get media credentials for different things. It's just not. It's not like KTV or BET, because we on here on social media, we're not like Tasha K was trying to say. We're not that. You know what I'm saying? But we still have platforms. Right. So that might have been the situation.
And like it reminds, okay, like my high school best friend's daughter was killed in Chicago, and when she was killed, that story made BET. It made everything. You'll probably remember it. She was her ex-boyfriend or ex-fiance was supposed to be coming to get his ring back.
Mm-hmm.
And when she opened the door to let him in the apartment, he started stabbing her.
Ooh.
And he stabbed her to death, and then he jumped out of her apartment window. It happened in Chicago.
What?
Her name is Jillian Martin. That was my best friend since 9th grade. That was her oldest daughter. And the ironic part about it was Jillian died 2 years to the day that her mama was buried.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was creepy crazy. And but yeah, that was Jill's daughter. But she was murdered, and that made national news, and it surprised me. I was
kind of like hit and miss with us. That's what
right.
It like.
I was very surprised. But yeah, and then they said that his family did a they did a GoFundMe to bury him. And GoFundMe ended up refunding everybody's money because the way that they were advertising was he just died, but they didn't tell people that he had murdered my best friend's daughter. So yeah, after people start complaining about it, GoFundMe refunded the money. Refunded everybody's money. But that was like a crazy situation to me, you know. Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, I was surprised that even got national attention.
Yeah, it seemed like it's hit and miss, and I guess sometimes it just depends on. A lot of times, I think these stories that really go national is mainly brought on by the family and friends, not the news, not the media, not the police department. It's because the family and friends is being very, very vocal, and a lot of times, even that can affect how more diligence the police department or the FBI, you know, seriously investigates a case by the backlash of the family and friends. And I'm dropping Miss TR's channel right now. Y'all know how we do on Fridays. Come on through, content creators, so we can drop your link.
Thank you.
You welcome.
I got a story to tell.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, no, it's creepy. It happened in my town. And it was around December, I think it's like December 5th, 2019. A young girl down, so I live in a like in a community complex. And right down the road, I can't even say the road, but a couple of houses over there, because row houses down, there's a young girl leaving out for work about 11 o'clock. One of the neighbors claimed they heard her screaming. He looked out the window and saw someone stabbing her. He called the police twice. It took them forever to get there. By the time they got there, of course, guess what? There was no body, just blood.
Wow.
Just blood. I'm sorry, the baby's waking up. I got you, boo boo. It was just blood. And they didn't start going door to door asking questions until 2 weeks later. You know that has to be addressed within 48 hours, which you lose a lot of information. Whoever stabbed her not only stabbed her, but took her vehicle too. Only thing that was left behind was her glasses. All right. You know they didn't find her. They didn't find her. She was about 6 blocks away in some apartment building's parking lot. They didn't find her until Easter. And that's because something was smelling. And to come to find out, she was wrapped up in a blanket in the back seat of her car.
And it was only 6 blocks away?
Yep.
See, that's that ish I'm talking about. 6 blocks away, they couldn't find her. And she was in her car 6 blocks away.
Dead, wrapped up in a blanket in the back seat.
They wasn't really looking.
No, and the reason why she didn't smell, because it was wintertime, it was cold. See, I have 4 seasons just like you in New Jersey. So when it started getting warm, and it's like, well, how people in that, it was a small complex, you know, like garden apartments. They should have known that there's a strange car there, and they believed that the car wasn't there that long. Or else it would have been picked up, you know. But I think, yeah. And then last year, and I don't live in no hood rat neighborhood, okay? But things happen. It don't matter if it's in the hood or anywhere.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Well, in the back of my, I can't even say the side yard of my gate, I'm laying in the living room on YouTube. My daughter's in the bed because she just got home from work, and my other granddaughter is laying down on the couch, and I'm laying on one couch. All of a sudden, I heard pow, a pow. Now I ain't never heard no gunshots before, but when you hear it, you know it.
Oh, you know it.
My daughter holler, call 911. Those are gunshots. And she's an officer, and she had already stripped off her clothes and everything. She's running around trying to get dressed, trying to get her shoes on, and she's going out there with her gun and everything, right? And I was like, where are you going? She says, somebody's in trouble. I got to get out there. And the thing is that she didn't know what she was running into, you know, and she could have got killed. Well, honey, this woman, I seen it was raining, and I looked out the window, and I told her, whoever it is screaming for help. She's saying, help me. Oh, my God, help me. All I saw was an umbrella. My daughter ran out there and 2 other neighbors. The whole community came together and tried to help her. It was the baby daddy. She said his name was Qua. She said Qua shot me. She was 8 months pregnant. She still had the hospital band around her arm because she had just, and Dunkin' Donuts spilt all over her because she had Dunkin' Donuts. She just went for her, her little checkup.
Oh wow.
He waited for her for a whole hour as they had him video. The complex had him on video. He shot her 3 times. She lost her life. The baby lived. The little boy, it was a boy, he lived, but he lost her life. And then no bastard had audacity to say it wasn't him.
Wow. But she had already gave the name. She had already gave the name before he died.
She gave the name several times. Everybody heard it. And I'm glad she did, because if she didn't say it, he probably would really get away with it, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like
what's his name, the football player.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that sounds like him.
When he had her cornered, where she
she died she died, and the little boy it became crippled because of what he did.
And he was trying to fight the grandma to get custody of that baby. What nerve!
He did time. He's out now, and he was forgiven, and that's because they forgave him, and I guess he found the Lord and all this other stuff.
And
But
it takes the Lord for you to forgive somebody for murdering your child. It really
does, baby.
It takes a whole lot.
She was beautiful.
Because he didn't want
to
a baby.
She was like, I think my baby daddy or whatever his name is was shot me or
God, it started with a C.
He set her up. He set her up.
Was that Karoof dude? No,
Ray Karoof.
Was that him, Ray Karoof? Yeah.
He set her up.
Yeah,
he set her up, right?
Yeah, because I remember she was
ready for
somebody
a
was
baby.
parked next to her where she couldn't get out or she couldn't move.
He had her follow him on this dark road.
Yep.
And had her assassinated. He killed
that
girl. And she was able to make a phone call.
Yeah.
And tell the police that it was who it was.
Yeah.
He was driving ahead of her. And then he slowed down and allowed the car to catch up with him.
Yeah.
And
and shot that girl down. Beautiful girl too.
Now, what about that I saw on the news 2 days ago? They got the police, I think it was Minnesota, I'm not sure. The police, excuse me, the police got a domestic violence, call. So about 9 cops show up. A guy comes out with a baby. He puts the baby, lays the baby down on the ground. He comes out backwards. And they tell him to get on the ground. So I guess they thought that was it. They run up to him and they go into the house. Then all of a sudden, this guy in the house started shooting up. He shot about 9 cops.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, he shot about 9 cops. I lost y'all on
that. Yeah.
Ain't that what bro was just talking about?
I don't know if that's what he was talking about or not.
Bro,
but I know
you still here?
Somebody was telling me about this earlier.
Did my bro go to sleep?
What you
just talking about that, bro? About the guy who shot up 9 cops or something like that?
Yeah, in Arizona.
None of them were killed, but the woman that was inside was shot in the head, and he shot himself. So they believe that it was the father of the child, but they never said who was the guy that brought the baby out. Because whatever it was a male that brought the baby out. So he was able to convince whoever that guy was to give him the baby. He brought the baby out. Police said, get on the ground, get on the ground. He got on the ground. They all went running to him. And then when they went, I guess they figured that, let's go in the house. Well, they didn't do clearance of the house. When they went in the doorway, somebody started shooting up. And he shot a couple of cops, but thank God, none of them died. And then when they finally got in, she was dead. It was a murder-suicide.
He should have started with himself.
So, but the thing is that they thought Yeah, but they thought they probably, okay, we got him, let's go in there. But they didn't, everybody had, who would think? Everybody had the guard down. They thought they had the guy, and come to find out, he wasn't the guy. But he didn't say anything either. It didn't show that, look, guys, there's somebody else in there, holding her hostage. They heard gunshots, and then they heard, that's probably when he killed the girl, and then he shot up the people outside, and then he shot himself. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just too much. Pandemic got people having anxiety in the house. So you're in jail, although you're not in jail. I don't, so it's like you being in jail, being locked up in the house because you can't do nothing. Then you have people, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm telling you, regular weed don't
There's
make
so
you
many
do it.
crazy people running around in these streets.
But a lot of them is murder suicide, man.
Yeah.
Murder suicide. And it's behind some damn babies.
Right. This crazy.
Like,
just pay the damn child support or keep your stuff in your pants.
You hear me?
Or they don't want the baby, or they don't want the maybe the wife to find out. Well, you should have thought about that. You should have thought about.
Get you some women who want to be sister wives. I'm just
no, but I think they get high off the sneaking.
Huh?
It's a high getting a high off the sneaking, but it doesn't matter anyway because you know what? You done did all that wickedness, and if you make it and you're alive, you done lost you were better off paying the child support because now you're gonna do life in prison. And how about the woman who killed that young dude when she thought it was the taser? She only got 2 years. That mother went off. The mother of that child went off in that court. You didn't know she only got 2 years.
And I knew the sentencing was today.
She got 54 months, man. She got less than that, man, because I guess
who was that, Mr. Yar?
Dante something, the one who
yeah,
the
you
officer
remember the officer that killed the black guy, and she said she thought it was a taser. She didn't realize.
Yeah.
She got 2 years.
She got sentenced today.
That's it.
Yeah. The mother went off, the cry of the mother, and she said, "You will have to watch your back for the rest of your life." She told her.
Oh my
She
God.
said, "You will."
I hope you didn't take that as a threat.
I know. She said, "You will have to watch your back for the rest of your life." Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. And then she went after the woman.
People are so lucky. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. Cops are so lucky because the shit they do to us. If we like I was saying, if people really retaliate the way they want to when people harm their children, and if they did that to police, every time they say, "Oh, I thought it was a gun," "Oh, I thought,"
and the judge said, "It's a different case than George Floyd because she didn't mean to do it." And she gonna start tearing up because it was the saddest case she ever had.
To do it.
Google it.
That's the kind of crap.
She's been a cop for all the years.
That's that same mess that judge did
with Aubrey.
With not Aubrey. With
the girl.
The singer, the young black African guy, that the police officer Amber Geiger.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see that's
when that judge gonna hug that police officer.
I remember, and that's the thing. Like they always say, they didn't mean to do it, and that's why they always get off. Oh, we didn't mean to shoot it. Oh, we thought it was a gun, but it was really a Sprite. A bottle of Sprite. It really was a cell phone. It really was a watch. It really was a book. It really was this, and that. That's how they be getting off. We didn't mean to do it. We didn't know. Like that's not good enough. You are trained. This cop been on the force for years. That lady cop.
26.
For you not to
years.
know if you grabbing your mace or you grabbing your gun, that's not enough. No,
It's not acceptable
that's
at
You know what,
all.
guys? She might have been on the force for 25 to 26 years, but that doesn't mean that she is experienced with altercations. Because a lot of them,
but
and
that's why
for
they get
one,
training, and every time something happens like this, they retrain again.
you know what?
Like,
She could have. She also put the other guy in danger because the bullet could have went through him and shot
yep,
the other police officer.
yep.
You know, so and it didn't take that. It didn't take that many to
And
grab him. Why
didn't he
would
have
she?
kids in the car?
I don't remember.
I could have sworn his kids was in the car. I
But
could
it's like, oh my God. And then I hear Bishop talking about that young girl. I'm like, well, you know what?
yeah.
You start pulling on them and acting out. They just know they didn't do anything. And she probably was trying to give an explanation. And then they started, demeaning her. And then she came off like that. And that non-melanated person, unless he was able to hear everything, he should have shut his damn mouth, but
Wow, this is
the
like,
sad thing is, like, my daughter's an officer, and I'm glad that the way she's raised, that she told one, or she works for the sheriff's department, and she told one the inmate, she said, just because I don't treat you like shit doesn't mean that me and you are cool. I'm here to do my job and leave.
right.
And they got into an altercation. And what happened was she asked my daughter where she get her nails done, and my daughter clapped back and told her, well, you need to know for it's not like you getting out anytime soon. So, and she says that when the woman was coming towards her, acting like she wanted to see her nails, she told the woman, don't stand there, don't come back. She says, because a lie. I said, but why would you go like that? She was like, Ma, how do I know that she wasn't ready to shank me and use me as something to get to someone else? She was coming in my personal space. And I told her, get back. It's not like you getting out of here. Why you need to know where I got my nails done?
And you never
And
know.
she
The girl could have been trying to. You never
set
know.
her
They
up.
can't give up their personal information like that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
anything could happen.
Yeah, so that's what she says. And the thing is like she told the girl, just because I don't treat you like shit doesn't mean that me and you are cool. It means I'm here to do my job and I'm going home.
Well,
But
you
she
know
said
what?
there's a lot of officers that are cocky, and most of them are Caucasian. She said, but you know who to stay away from so you don't get involved in it. And so that you don't have to do excess paperwork or you have to sit there, she says, because I have a job to do and something goes down and they stick together. She says, the non-melanated, they stick together and something goes down and they won't come to her rescue because she will be considered a snitch. So what you do is stay away. When you know these are the type of officers that roll like that, you make sure you stay away from them.
Well, you know,
You
I'll
know
never
what?
forget when I was staying somewhere years ago. But my cousin, she used to be a correctional officer, and I never forget. Me and my cousin. She had came to visit me, and we were standing outside of my yard, and I was staying off of bro, you know the area up there by the high risers, 48th and Boyd, all the drugs. Like I didn't stay in some spots growing up, but in the hood, and a guy walked across the street from the apartment buildings because I stay in a duplex, and a guy walked across the street from the complex, and I didn't think nothing of it, but my cousin was like, "Oh shit," and I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "That's somebody who was in jail, and they was in my mod or something, and they used to always get put in I don't know what they put them in, solitaire or something like that, or they used to always get in trouble." And I
Yeah,
was
in
like,
the hole. They get
really?
put
And
in
the
the hole.
Yeah, and the dude was just walking like, dudes just be like, and I was
Talking.
like, okay. She seemed like she was really nervous, and because she seemed nervous, I was nervous, and I'm like, what the hell? But then the guy came up to her. He's like, "What's up, officer? Such and such." Called her by her last name. How you doing? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I just got out. And it was like a very pleasant conversation.
But
But
it's
at
not
first,
always
it was
like
like
that.
real
Is it?
shit to her at first, like. Because she saw the way the dude was walking. She didn't know that he was coming over there to be friendly.
He could have been. hmm Look,
Yeah.
I was in a computer store, and I was waiting for me to be waited on because I had to fix my computer. My daughter came up to me and said, "Ma, I do not want you to turn around. I'm going to walk away from you. Okay? I'm going to go outside because I don't want to be associated with you." She says, "Because I see someone that, because she works in the sheriff's department. And she says that I don't know what may jump off, so I don't want to be associated with you." She says, "So when you look, you have to wait a few minutes when I walk away." So I listened, and when she walked away, I got to see who it was. And that was just in case I leave and I find them following me.
Right.
But she didn't take her kids out. She wouldn't take her kids out shopping to the mall or anything because these kids are so freaking hard headed. You tell them to shut their mouth. It's like, why I gotta shut up? I didn't say nothing, all this time. And it could mean their life. Like I told my granddaughter one time, I said, "Destiny, hurry up and get in the car." My leg hurt. I said, "Destiny, be quiet, hurry up and get in the car." She gave me all this mouth. Man, when she got in that car and we drove down, I touched stop, pull that car, and I beat her all up in her head. And she said, "Well," I said, "because something was jumping off where you were at, and we could have got freaking killed because you want to take your time because your leg hurt. How about if I left your ass right there and you would have been shot up, okay?"
Well, that's just like when you tell a kid, "Don't turn around. There's a cop behind us. Don't turn around." They say, "Where? What?" Like, they just tell you don't turn around. Like, how
And then,
cops
and then the cop puts his lights on and he comes after you.
Yeah. And
But
the
she
kids
says
is
that's
like,
why.
"Why can't we look?" Like.
But the thing is, my daughter, when she told me, it's like we're trained. But they so busy talking about why I gotta be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. I even tell him,
Because I
quiet
told
if
you
I
to be
hear
quiet.
something.
That's why you got to be
There's a
quiet.
reason. There are times that it's not going for you to explain anything. If you're in school and there's a gun shootout and someone with a weapon and they're telling you to be quiet and do something, you're to just do. It's not for you to say, "I don't tell a teacher, I don't have to be quiet. Who are you?" In the meantime, you done got everybody in the class shot up and killed. You need to learn to follow direction. We're living in those times. I know, I was a radio personality and I had my own show. And it was like we had a discussion is that is our children ready for real drills? We really need to drill them because in school you got people coming in school shooting up everybody and killing them, regardless if you're in a
Well, we
store, a
run drills at
mall.
home. I don't know about anybody else family, but we even have special code words. If like let's say my son takes the trash out at night, and let's say somebody comes behind him, tries to make him come in the house, or anything. We have special code words, names that nobody would even think mean anything. If they were to scream it out or something, and either one of us would come running with,
Help. What you got?
with what we got in the house. What I'm saying? What we
You got
pack.
that.
It's like
You got that
you say
peace.
that
You got that.
word.
You got that peace be still type.
Right. It's like if somebody say fire, you automatically know, go get the fire extinguisher. Call 911. Like we have special code words, me and my sons. And if any of us hear that code word, we already know, go get the shit. And just come.
Right.
It's no explanation because we only use those code words when it's that type of situation. And it's a code word, a name that we know from they know from birth. So you know what I mean? It's something like close to us, that word, you know what I mean? So yeah, but everybody, you got to have just whether you do a fire drill at home, you do a tornado drill at home, or anything like that. If somebody breaks in, like ever since they was little, if somebody break in, this is where you go. This is where you hide. I always taught that kind of stuff to my kids, you know, as they was growing up. If something happens to me, you jump out that damn window and you run as far as you can to get help. You know,
don't wait for me. I'll get out.
Right. So yeah, you gotta, in the same way with police, you have to teach these kids, because like when I first asked my youngest son, what would you do if a police just jumped out of a car, walked up to you and start harassing you? And he'd be like, please, I tell them I ain't did nothing. Shit, what y'all like? Teenagers are just like that, you know. And if you don't talk to them and tell them, you know, if the cop brushes you up and throws you up against the wall, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna like, child. Do you not see all the kids around here posted on TV? They didn't do nothing to the police, and they still ended up dead. So you have to teach your kids that. It's a damn shame that we have to teach them that. But
I know, but some of like I just think of both of my girls. I got one that thinks she know everything and full of mouth. And that's the one with the baby here.
Got a few of
I
them.
forgot the answers and full of mouth. But I told her that she keep it up. Somebody gonna you say that to a cop, they gonna make you eat that gun. Are you kidding me? So what? Your mother's an officer. That comes after. What it is that you comply, and then you tell your story, and then with mommy being an officer, she'll make sure things are right.
And that's what any adult. That
Just
I always tell my kids that
comply.
any adult, if you see, if a teacher, a cousin, auntie, neighbor, and they disrespect you, put their hands on you, do something that you just know is totally wrong. If it's an adult and you've been harmed, you try to get away. But if it's verbal, some verbal shit, you come to me. And we
Same
will.
thing in school, and yeah, like I used to tell my granddaughter, I said it's not for you to talk back for the teacher. If the teacher's doing something wrong, you bring it home, and we come and we handle it. It's not for you to say anything, because two wrongs don't make a right, and because you went in the wrong, you're gonna stay wrong, and they can deny everything, especially when they put you black, because right away, you know, we're known as the black woman or the black kid with the attitude. They're angry.
Yep, you're right about that. You're right about that. And y'all, we about to hit our 3-hour mark, so y'all already know. Last words, last call for alcohol.
All right, blessings, everyone. And
all right, Missy.
I'm gonna be back in the swing of things. I just gotta get there. Oh yeah, within that 3 minutes, just to let everybody know, if you do not, and all those that are listening, if you do not have a cell phone that is 5G,
right,
by the end of this month, everything's 5G, and your phone won't be working. And I didn't find that out until 2 days ago, and I had Boost. Boost Mobile gave me a beautiful brand new Android, and the only thing I had to pay was the activation fee.
Oh, we doing
that
a story on them. Earlier in the show today, I said that my godmom had hit me up because she had an issue with Boost. So I'll be talking about that sometime this weekend. But it's like, it was crazy.
I didn't know that myself.
It was crazy, but yeah, I've been knowing this. Like, I have Cricket, and I know a lot of people talk shit about Cricket, but I've been having Cricket for about 20 years now, and I ain't had no issues with them. Not strong enough to leave them. And so they told us this 6 months ago. And so what I did was, and they said, and what they did with Cricket, and people who got Cricket, they can probably vouch, like once every 2 weeks, they will send you the same message. So they kept updating you and letting you know, if you don't get your phone switched by this day, it's going to be off. So I went and bought me a brand new phone.
Well, they gave us, Boost is giving it to you for free. You have until today, Saturday. It's the last day to get a free phone. So
if
what
y'all
you can
got Boost
do,
Mobile, go down there to Boost Mobile, y'all. Get y'all some free phones if y'all got Boost.
Yeah. So, or call your provider and find out what they're offering. But to my understanding, the end of this month, that's it. So, and
Well,
I
I
was
didn't even
wondering
get
why.
my phone. I don't buy my phones from Cricket. I buy my phones from a store here that sells cell phones. But
I got a nice one, 4 camera. Still learning how to use it. 4 cameras. I was like, ooh, you can't tell me nothing. But
I
yeah, I
know.
want to put that out there. I want to put that out there that, for those that are listening, your provider may offer you a free phone because it's coming so close. But my phone started acting up and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I had what, 4G, 3 and sometimes 4G. Everything is 5G. And I think it's also that with the tablets too. So Android tablets. So
Yep, I got
all
me
right,
a new
guys.
Apple. What do you call that thing?
iPad.
Yep, iPad and phone.
Go girl.
All right.
All right. Blessing everyone. And I'll be looking
You
forward to seeing
too.
you on that YouTube street.
And I'm looking forward
Okay.
to y'all doing a mukbang, right?
I've been
This
asking.
Sunday?
I didn't hear anything yet to make sure it's supposed to be the 20th. The 20th is when?
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
I mean Sunday.
Sunday. So I'm
Yeah.
still trying to find out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be
Mhm.
tuned in. I'll be tuned in.
Okay. Blessings, everyone. Good
All
night.
right.
All right.
Blessings,
Good night. Love
everyone.
you much.
And thanks everybody for tuning in. Can I'll be looking forward to you doing more updates on Zion Foster and Bishop Smoke
Yeah.
all the weed up. Maybe we can go live on your channel this
He said
weekend too.
smoke all the weed
Yeah,
up.
you
Is
know I'm
that
gonna
what?
do that.
Is that
Yeah.
what he changed it to now? Smoke
Yes,
all the
Bishop
weed up.
Smoke all the weed up.
Yeah, well, Bishop, I'm about that 422, so I might be able to.
Y'all
For sure.
I am about the 420. Ever since I had the cancer, man, they hooked me up with the 420.
Shoot, I
Yeah,
ain't
it's
mad
good
at
for
you.
You
pain.
gonna make me have to try the 420? I told you.
Or try the Delta. Go on my community page, and I'm talking about the Delta 8. Same thing, but it's in a gummy candy. But I'll check yous out. All right, blessings.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
later for
Blessings to
now.
you too. And everybody, all those links I dropped in the chat to all the different content creators, please check them out. Click on the links and show us some support. And you guys, thanks for jumping up on the panel with me, hanging out, bro. I hope you do be feeling a lot better real soon, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be keeping you in my prayers that you be, on the up and up again, and bring in the smoke instead of smoking all the weed up.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna smoke all the weed.
Oh yeah, I know, bro. But yeah, maybe this weekend I want to at least go live on your channel, every week or
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna have
yeah.
to see if I can upgrade a little bit, so they don't know. The little free one want to give you the limited hours.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
if
that's what I
you're
gotta
not feeling
do.
up to it,
Oh
don't.
no, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do
Okay.
something. I'm gonna
Well,
figure
just
something
let us
out.
know. Let us
I
know. We'll
will.
be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
you
sure,
know
for
I got
sure.
your
I'm gonna
back,
do
bro.
that. I'm gonna have my lemon pepper steppers on.
Hey. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Everybody who liked and shared the video, I appreciate you. If you want to cash app us, we got cash apps. $ the hood table 402. What's your cash app, Sislo? $ Sislo.
Yep.
$SISLO Sislo. And bro, what's your cash app?
$ count Amaru, all capital letters.
Yes, $ count Amaru. That's $COUNTAMARU. So hit us up on the Cash App if you want to support. And make sure if you didn't already like and share, please like and share and subscribe to the channel. And please remain safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember.
Keep it hood, brush your teeth, free Kels. OJ was free and Cosby didn't do it.
Forget
Oh
Kels.
Lord, you got a new one.
OJ.
And make sure that y'all support y'all local church on 420, because all the churches they're gonna be giving out they're gonna
Stop
be giving
lying.
out 8s. They're gonna be giving out 3.5s.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
Lord.
make sure y'all got y'all $40 together for the love offering.
Oh
That is
Lord,
not free.
for the donut fund. That's for the donut fund.
For sure,
Anyway,
y'all.
Free weed on
All
Sunday.
right, y'all. Peace
All
and
right,
love,
love you.
everybody.
Bye.
Love y'all too.
All right, be blessed. Good night.
Okay.
All right.